I don't care if you've been jumping out the bus, landing in tilted towers all night. If you up, smash that like button. Welcome to Black and the Black Times Infinity. I'm your host, Cthulhu's Prodigy, coming to you live and direct from the Dro. Smoke me out, fam, with that dank shit. On my left, your boy Stitch.
Fuck all Peggy's.
Damn. On my far right, engineering on the ones that you, Chuck Lano 3's post Chronos.
Sleep is a cousin of death, y'all.
We tired up in here. And last but not least, we got your boy Blue.
Dilly dilly! I fucking know. I had nothing.
God damn. First and foremost, thank you to everybody who is listening to us a little bit late. This is a Friday night recording.
We're on Ultracent CP time.
Yeah, sorry about that. This is all my fault. So I forgot to leave the keys back with everybody. So
it's all good, man.
Up.
We here now. That's what's important.
I was like, if I'm on vacation, we're all on vacation, goddammit.
He put the kibosh on Wednesday nights. He was like, fuck y'all.
I'll run this goddamn ship.
I'm the captain.
Yeah.
So again, thank you so much for joining us on a Friday night special cast. We got a hot fucking show for y'all.
We do. First things first, as usual, first in the chat will be Mile High Blurred. Thank you very much for adjusting to our fucked up schedule.
Word up, dog.
Yeah. Listeners of the week would be John, the creator from Love and Warren.
Yes.
And also Mr. X. Once again, thank you for showing us that love, y'all.
We
really
love
appreciate it.
Fucking love it. Love it. All right. Well, we don't have oldest ninja in the world. He is...
nobody fucking died.
Yeah. He's Christ-debating somewhere. So, you know.
As far as we're concerned, nobody died.
Well, no, I mean, there was somebody, I guess, big that died, but I can't think of his name. He's like a Japanese animator.
Oh, the guy who, Studio Ghibli guy.
Yes.
Yeah.
I can't think of what his name is.
We should probably look up his name if we're going to mention him.
Oh, Ninja usually does that. We'll just let it go.
We'll just let it slide till Wednesday.
You know what? The guy's still alive. How about that?
Damn, we off the hook. Holy shit.
Old Ninja's basically God. He's the Grim Reaper in real life.
Yeah.
So nobody dies unless he announces it.
Exactly. We're going to let it roll like that, too. Fuck it. All right. One of the things that I want to jump into first, a movie that basically Blue has been talking about as a book in book form for the last 2+ years, finally goddamn motherfucking dropped. Steven Spielberg's Ready Player One.
All right, so I'm going to give this movie 2 different ratings. I'm not going to spoil it right now just because the movie recently came out, but based off the rating I would give for just the film itself, I'll give it a 7. I mean, it's a really good movie. Like, the action and the CGI is all really cool. But the story being based off the book, I give it a fucking 4.
Ooh.
Yeah, they like nitpick little scenes. I mean, it's really hard because the book is very 80s nostalgia. Like, there's a bunch of 80s reference, and like they can't really bring all that stuff into the movie. And they kind of had to work with what they could work with, which they did a pretty good job on. But the book, man, it's fucking gold. Like, the book is a fucking 10, basically, in my book. But the movie, it was... I have to give it 2 different scores just because they take little pieces from the book, but it wasn't the book, and so that's why I have 2 different scores for it.
Okay. I mean, that's fair.
Overall, it was a good book. Like, it's getting really good ratings. It did pretty well on the box off weekend. The Sweetness loved it. She loves it so much that she's actually going back and listening to the book, the audiobook.
Let me piggyback on that. So Rotten Tomatoes scores for the critics 74%, very positive. For the peoples, even more important, 80%.
Yeah,
so you're right. We're looking at a movie that, in general, is favorably enjoyed.
And it's what's cool about it too is that like the book came out in 2015, I believe, and like technology have changed since then. So they brought in a bunch of characters that aren't in the book. Like there's the girl from I can't think of Tracer. Tracer's in there. There's
Fuda Tracer or regular Tracer?
Just regular Tracer.
No big dick, veiny dick. No. All right. Damn.
They didn't go that route. But actually, there's
Wait a minute.
The scene where dick comes out.
Well, I don't want to spoil it, but there's something that happens, and it's like...
Is there a dick?
There's no dick.
It's yes or no.
There's something weird that happens, and I'm like, what the fuck? Like, Prodigy would totally be into that part.
I hear tentacles happening.
But overall, it was definitely a good movie. But I mean, there's certain characters that they kind of switched around, and it's definitely... I would recommend you watching it. If you have read the book, I would say go in there knowing that it's not going to be anything like the book.
That's a shame. God damn it.
There's little elements though, but my favorite part, I mean, this was in the trailer, is the Back to the Future fucking car. They nailed that shit to the fucking T.
The DeLorean?
The DeLorean. because they have the DeLorean and they have the fucking
shit?
kit center, the scanner thing on there. But then you also have like the Ghostbuster sticker on the side, which is straight from the book, which is kind of cool. But like there's scenes where like it hovers and stuff like that, which is kind of cool. But like the way they get the keys and the gates and stuff like that is nothing at all. Like with the book, there's 3 different levels that you have to go through to be able to solve the first level of the gate or whatever. So you have to figure out what the clue was to get the key. Once you got the key, you have to go through it. Wait, actually, to even get to the first key, you have to go through a challenge. Then you got the key. Then you have to solve a puzzle. Then you take that key and you have to figure out where you have to put that. You have to find the gate for this key, which is another puzzle. Then once you get inside the gate, there was another fucking thing you have to go through. And if you failed that, you got kicked out of the gate. But if you survived, then you pass the gate. And then you get another clue for the next key. So there's like 9 different challenges you have to go through. But actually,
there's more than 9. Because like the last gate.
There's a few of them. Yeah. There's, so I guess there's like maybe 12 challenges you have to go through. But in the movie, there's only like maybe 4.
Let me ask you this though. Obviously, there's almost no books to movie adaptations that are a straight 1-to-1 relationship. We know this with the comic book movies and all of that.
There were some that were close. Harry Potter was very close.
Yeah, I said almost. Yeah. There's a few good examples, but I don't want to get lost on that. But what I want to say is though, the changes that they made, were they lesser than the changes that you would expect from an adaptation based on a book?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like,
I mean, I figured there would be some stuff that would be different, right?
But some of them are like huge difference. Like, I have to watch one of the hugest difference. So this is gonna be a little bit of a spoiler, but so there's the first 5 people who passed the challenge. They're called the High Five crew.
Yeah.
That's not said until the end of the fucking movie.
Oh, what?
But yeah, it's really weird. But there's 2 guys from Japan who lives in Japan, but in the movie they're all in Columbus, Ohio. And the book is like, no, you have 2 people in Japan, you have somebody in fucking Canada, you have H that's driving around her fucking van and stuff like that. Like, it's like that part just kind of irked me. They all were in the same fucking area.
Yeah, that's a problem because like in the book, the 2 Japanese guys, one of the things that were cool about them is that they were all about like Japanese pride, and they had like all these TV shows and stuff like that about Japanese pride, and they had like a huge backstory. And like one of them had like he was brought up speaking Japanese and English, and he knew a lot about pop culture, but the other guy didn't. He was just really good at video games.
Okay.
And so I'm pretty sure they probably left that part out, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And shit, like the movie was good, but then another problem with the whole entire movie was that so there's gonna be another spoiler.
You said you weren't spoiling it.
Yeah, I'm trying not to spoil it. The relationship between the main protagonist, his name is Plausible, and he has a love interest who is Artemis, and they meet in person.
Not at the end?
Nope.
Yeah, that's a big problem.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, like I just literally just re-listened to the book on the trip because I went on vacation, so everything's fresh in my mind right now, like what happened, and yeah, it's very important that they meet at the end. It's like that's what made it like a really cool. It's like a love story.
Okay.
Kind of inside of a game.
Yeah.
So,
quick question though. So the actors that are in this, did you like their performances?
That's the one thing that was really great. The people that they cast to play these roles were dead on. Like they were really good, and then like the CGI for their characters was really cool. At least for Plausible and Artemis. I didn't really like H characters too much because he's like a giant.
Wait, his name is AIDS?
H.
Oh,
yeah. It's ARCH or A.
Did they fuck up H's secret?
Well, the Sweetness knew that she knew
the secret. Okay.
Yeah, she knew about the secret, but like it was subtle little hints that kind of gave it away.
Oh, okay, that's weird.
But it's like he didn't like because in the book, H is they always refer to him like it almost seemed like H is Latin, like Mexican.
Okay.
Because he's like, hey, what's up, hombre, and stuff like that. Like he's always talking with like a Latino like kind of he's using like Latin slang when he's talking to each other.
What?
Like he's like, hey, what's up, SAR? Like they're doing like little things back to each other.
Oh, okay.
Like they're like, hey, what's up, amigo? Like the way they're talking back to each other. Yeah, like
they say that in the book. Okay.
Well, no, that's what I'm saying. They say that in the book, but they don't do that in the movie.
Oh. Okay.
So you don't get the impression that H might be Mexican.
Wow.
Oh, okay.
Which is kind of weird.
Gotcha.
Yeah, because they're like H is so in the book H is
don't drop that bomb.
No, I'm not gonna drop the bomb.
Right.
But what's his name? Paul Revol. He's constantly trying to guess what H's name is.
Yeah.
So he's always like Henry, Hector, fucking another H name. But yeah, he never actually guesses, and then eventually at the end you figure out what's going on. But
So it's going to be interesting. I want to see it, but it's
I mean,
going to be interesting to give my review having not read or listened to the book, and I'm coming in blind.
so that's the thing. Like everybody who hasn't read the book is like, this movie is fucking great. Like the whole pop culture references and 80s nostalgia is like fucking dope, and like the CGI and special effects are like really fucking cool. But anybody who's read the book is like, dude, this is not this is not the book.
Like, I highly recommend, like, 10 out of 10, read the fucking, or listen to the book. It's 16 hours, but honestly, it's read by Will Wheaton, and he does a really great job.
Yeah, he does.
And it goes by really fast. It gets you hooked. My girlfriend just listened to it, over the weekend, and she loved it. She couldn't stop listening to it.
Yep.
So we finished it up, and it's great. I haven't heard anybody who's read that book that didn't like it.
Okay.
That wasn't a douchebag.
There you go.
But apparently there's actually going to be a sequel to the book coming out soon.
Oh, wow.
Oh, good.
Yeah, I don't know what the story is going to be about, but I've heard rumors that there's going to be another one.
What's his name? Sorrento. What if he didn't go to jail and, IOI is still around? And,
Maybe.
Yeah.
Was the author involved?
Yes, he was.
In the movie. Okay.
He actually helped with the screenwriting for the movie. So, I mean, which is cool because like he makes sure his work is kind of represented right. But then again, there's that limitation because of all like they couldn't show everything in the movie.
Sure.
That's in the book because copywriting reasons.
Well, yeah, because basically the book is all pop culture references in the 80s.
Yeah.
Like pretty much exclusively.
Wow.
It's fucking crazy. To like the most absurd level. Like they bring out like Easter eggs that were in. So they have games within games.
Yeah.
So when they go into like this into what's called the Oasis, and then they play old games because the guy who made the Oasis was like super into the 80s, and so some of the challenges is like you have to really know how to play these games like Pac-Man and Tempest and all these other old games. You have to know like where the Easter eggs are to like get high scores and shit, and like they're like the real Easter eggs in those games.
I'm assuming this is done through avatars of some sort, or way off on that.
Well,
they have avatars.
Well, it's kind of like you have an avatar, but then you go to like an arcade, and your avatar is playing an arcade game.
Oh wow!
Or they're playing like an old school like 2600 Atari.
2600, yeah.
Yeah, but what? Shit. There's one thing that's cool is that like Cronus and I both we have the Raspberry Pi. We have RetroPie running on there. I actually installed Adventure, and Adventure's kind of the whole. I'm not sure if I haven't double checked to see if this is true or not. But Adventure on the Atari was the first console game that had an Easter egg in it, and what it was that the creator of the game, Atari wasn't giving the creators credit for making the game. So this guy, he created an Easter egg in the game where when you found a hidden area, that his name will show up there. So on there it'll say created by such and such. I can't think of the guy's name. And apparently that's like the first Easter. I haven't checked the reference to see if it's true or not, but I'm assuming it's true because
you're just putting it out there.
I'm just putting it out there because it's been in fucking a book and in a movie and stuff like that, and it's all over online. But basically that's the reason why Holiday, the creator of the Oasis, created his game because he wanted somebody to. It's basically Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, but a modern version of it.
All right, and I'm sorry, but your review as being a reader of the book what was your score?
So, being a reader of the book, I give it a 4 because it doesn't follow the book very well.
Okay.
They nitpick, they take in little pieces. But as far as the movie being action-packed and like CGI and like it was very stunning to watch, I give it a 7.
Okay.
So this is probably the only movie I would give it 2 different scores, which is weird.
God damn.
But I'm actually going to try to watch it again just so like because when I went to go watch the movie, I knew it wasn't going to be based off of the book. And I tried to go in there with blinders on, but I was like, no, this is not my book.
And it's one of your favorite books. I mean, you've been talking about it since forever.
For years, yeah.
I will say this. It seemed to do well box office-wise, just to give some numbers. 68 million opening weekend. A very strong performance. And then overseas, it crushed it. I guess it had 169 million overseas worldwide. So it's already at over, 238 million in opening weekend worldwide? That's good.
I mean, it's not up there with Black Panther, but it's up there, though.
Yeah, no, it's great numbers. You know what I mean? Especially non-MCU, non-superhero.
Yeah.
Come on. Yeah.
So, I mean, it's really weird because it's like, I want to recommend the movie, but I don't. I'm like stuck. It's like almost choosing like your favorite kid. Like you just can't do it.
Damn. Holy fucking shit.
But I mean, I would say go check it out.
All right.
Go check it out.
Goddamn.
If you can see a matinee, go check it out. But don't go see it in IMAX or 3D. Just go see that shit in $2 theaters on Thursdays or some shit or whatever they have.
God damn.
Try to save your money on it, but if you can, go watch it.
That's a lukewarm recommendation. I like it.
How was it? Meh.
Man, you should see it though.
All right, let's talk about some more Blue-centric stuff.
Oh, shit.
Today was pretty epic.
Yes.
So Blue got to interview Nichelle Nichols today.
Oh.
Whomstead is Nichelle Nichols, for those who don't know.
She played Lieutenant Uhura in the original Star Trek.
Mm-hmm.
The black woman.
Yeah, that basically.
If y'all didn't know who the fuck she was, but yeah. She's an icon in the sci-fi industry.
And apparently she's the first black woman to be on a scripted show.
Really?
Yeah. That's what Wiki said, so who knows how much that's true.
Sound true-ish.
Yeah.
Could be.
But then she also was the first interracial kiss to be on a scripted show as well, where her and Kirk, which is William Shatner, shared a kiss. And what was your...
Yeah, friend Russ was saying supposedly, I guess, on Drunk History or something, there was, I guess, some rumor that Shatner kept sort of purposely messing up the the take so he could keep doing it and everything. I haven't seen that episode, but that's what he was telling me, so it sounds pretty hilarious.
Yeah, and when I was interviewing her, I wanted to bring up that question, but it just slipped my mind.
Man, yeah. So what was this like, though? You're meeting her at Silicon Valley Comic-Con in San Jose.
Which opened up today. Dude, it was great. Like, when she showed up, like, I was super nervous, because she's not even just an icon. Like, she's, like, I don't want to say a historian, but, like, she changed the way life is, what can I say?
You can definitely say she's a historical television character.
Yeah, that's basically, yes. Because, like, she had the first interracial kiss on a TV. She, what am I thinking of? She was not Mammy,
and she was black and on television. That's impressive.
She was intelligent. Yeah. She wasn't like somebody.
She was in charge. She wasn't just like some random like side.
And she was like super intelligent and stuff like that on the show. But
she wasn't Tyler Perry's vision of a black woman.
Yeah. Like I was just talking to some lady. Like this is like history in the making, basically. But when she comes up, like dude, my heart fucking sank. I was like, oh shit, this is really fucking happening. Like goddamn, I hope I don't fuck up. And then I was talking to Cronus. I was like, dude, how the hell you say her character's name? Is it Aurora?
Yeah, Aurora? It seemed like a recipe for disaster. I was like, oh shit, he's overthinking it.
I was like, oh shit, what the fuck? I'm like, I looked up YouTube videos and like, oh shit, how do you say it? I don't want to fucking butcher it. And then I was like, wait, what the hell is her name? Is it Nichelle? Is it dude? Like I went into panic mode, but like, but no. So before that even happened, so like I'm already stressing out about having to do this interview, and like we have questions on our questions that the group put together for me to ask her, and I'm reading over the questions. I'm hanging out at a bar that we usually hang out at when we go to San Jose Convention Center for events that they have there. Yep. And I'm sitting there, I order like a quick little pizza, and I'm having like myself a drink, and this guy comes up and like he's like, oh, are you taking pictures? I'm like, oh yeah, I'm doing pictures and video and stuff too, right? And this guy would not stop talking. Like he was, I mean,
was he hitting on you?
No, thank God. Have that happen before, but no. So like we were just chatting it up, talking about comics and video games, stuff like that. And the guy talking about how he's been to San Diego Comic-Con and Silicon Valley Comic-Con. He was saying like how the first one's the best one he's ever been to because Michael J. Fox was there, and this and that, and this and that, and this and that. And I'm like, oh man, I wish somebody would come and save me. So Stitch is like, hey, I'm almost to the bar. I'll be there in a bit. I'm like, all right, cool. So Stitch gets there, and like I'm talking to like other people talking about Ready Player One, and this guy, we started talking again. We started talking about Into the Badlands.
Okay, yeah.
And we got into a little bit of a debate because apparently the guy didn't know that season 2 of Into the Badlands had dropped like last year.
Over. Season 2 is over. Season 3 is about to start.
Yeah.
Yes, and apparently he did not know that.
And was adamant about saying it hadn't happened.
Yeah, he's like, no, it hadn't happened.
Well, just pull your cell phone and be like, look, bitch.
It's on Netflix, actually. Yeah.
I should have done that. Yeah. But like, had this guy, either he was drunk or he was
at a bar?
Both. I think he was developmentally challenged and drunk.
Yeah, and like when I was talking with them, like usually when people drink and they have their drink on the bar as they're talking, but this guy had his beer like down by his leg, and so he was slowly like slightly spilling on himself, and I'm like, okay, this guy is
I didn't even know where the beer
This is
came
before
from.
you got there.
Okay.
So I was like, hey, dude, you're spilling your beer on yourself. Why don't you put it up on the counter so you don't fucking like spill it? He's and he puts it up there. It was we were talking and blah blah blah. I kid you not. I had Nicodemus moments for a second. Like I was channeling Kronos. I was like, this guy's gonna spill his beer. It's gonna fucking happen, and it's gonna happen on me. Like I just somehow knew it. And then this guy's like kind of getting close to me. He's like kind of like not up in my face, but he's like talking to me, and just bam, beer fucking spill onto the bar and just all over me. Like I'm fucking drenched, and his beer wasn't even empty. Like it was like almost a full fucking pint of beer.
God damn, leaking.
But luckily, like I had a black shirt on, I had dark jeans, but man, it looked like I fucking pissed myself. It was bad. But what was even bad about it too was that some of the beer spilled on my fucking camera that I was going to use to record.
So you curb stomped him out, and his dead body is somewhere in the Potomac, right?
Blue had to get a little hood, but I'm not saying it happened, but I'm not going to say it didn't happen. But yeah, so like I'm fucking drenched, and I'm like trying to pat myself down with a paper towel, and this guy's like, "Oh, let me help dry you." You stand away from my dick.
Hold on, get it here.
He handled it really, really well. It'd be interesting for us to like get together and sort of rank like who has the shortest fuse out of the group and everything. I sort of think I have a pretty long fuse myself, but immediately I probably would have lost it. I would have been like, "What the fuck?" or whatever, and I would have made a scene, and it'd be me looking like me. I'm bullying a Special Olympics adult,
drunk Special Olympics,
drunk Special Olympics adult. He handled it really fucking well because I just looked over. I heard the dreaded sound of glass hitting countertop, and I look over and I just see this waterfall of stuff. I looked over and it's just pouring onto the camera, and I was like, "Holy shit!"
Slow mo.
Yeah, and he managed not to curse the dude out, swing on him. He was very cordial about it and very professional. Yeah. I might have got.
He was the drunk special
Blue.
ed was, but hold on, drunk special ed
guy. Drunk special ed guy
was he apologetic?
He was like, "Oh, I'm sorry," and he was trying to grab napkins and wipe Blue's crotch and everything. This was seconds before he was telling Blue not to choke during the interview.
Yeah,
and being a fucking douchebag.
Dude was fucking like he was like, "Hey man, don't choke."
Yeah.
Might have wasn't me.
God damn it.
Would have been an incident.
See that red?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I woke up and he was fucking dead.
We need a sound effect of that Kill Bill music.
But so that shit happened. But so another fucking funny story that happened before the interview was that we were walking around because we went over to where we were supposed to have the interview with her, and the manager was like, "Oh yeah, she'll be down by about 4:30." I'm like, okay, cool. We'll be back like at 4:15 to kind of like set up and stuff like that. So Stitch and I started walking around, and I'm constantly checking my watch. I'm like, all right, we got time. We can keep walking around, and eventually like I go to check our group chat. I'm like, holy shit, it's 4:25. I look at my watch. My watch fucking stopped.
God damn, bro.
I'm like, holy shit, dude, we need to get over there. So Stitch and I are fucking like kind of booking to get there and stuff like that. But eventually she was kind of running late, so it all kind of worked out in the long run. And then Kronos showed up. But we set everything up. She showed up. Like I introduced myself, and she was really, dude. She's super nice, and she's a lot of fun to talk to.
Except if you're a manager.
Yeah, I heard somebody got cussed out.
Oh yeah. So
we putting their business out here. Are we putting her business out here? You got to put it out there. Go ahead.
She was funny because she's in the wrong spot. Somebody's gonna notice it when they go to fucking Comic-Con.
There you go.
Yeah,
do it.
So
she's an icon.
Yeah, they had her on the minor league row.
Yeah,
when she needed to be on like celebrity like A-list row, and she's like, I need to be over there. Why am I on this side when I need to be over there? You need to put me over. I was like, oh shit! And this is like when we're getting ready to set up for the interview. And my eyes are all wide again. I was like, "Oh shit!"
What's funny is that the microphone was there, but it was off, so I didn't record her saying it. But her gestures were like, she was like,
"Yeah,
I'm fucking Beyonce. Yeah. Why the fuck I'm not over?"
She's like, "This is not acceptable. Yeah, I need to be over there." I was like, "Oh shit!" But she gonna be in a mood.
Her manager though, he knew what to do. He was just like, "Look," he's like, "Just give."
We're just doing an interview. Yeah, we're just doing an interview right here. Yeah,
and it was already funny because like. I think one of the other reasons why too is that remember like because when I first got there, I guess the people that were working there were complaining about how she was taking up 2 tables, and they were like, "Why is she taking up 2 tables? This table's not for her." And then because she had like a lot of stuff, you know what I mean, like merch and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And then, but if you turn around to like the celebrity row where she should have been, the tables are bigger, like they're much longer.
There you go.
And
That makes sense.
Stuff.
Yep.
And so I was just like, man,
someone done fucked up.
I was like, why is she over here? Because I was wondering the same. Like when I walked up, I was like,
same here.
What the fuck?
Because last year she was part of the celebrity row where
every year she is.
Yeah, and she was over there with like little people.
Well, I can see why, because like even like as we were, as Blue was doing the interview, there was like people walking up.
Oh yeah,
trying to take pictures.
Yeah,
like,
clogging up traffic and stuff.
Yeah, it's just like you can't have her like in a normal spot like that.
Yeah.
No, she's way too big for that area she had.
They had her next to like one of the girls from the Munsters.
Oh jeez.
And then the guy from what's his name, Eddie.
Ernie Reyes.
Yeah, Reyes,
It
and
wasn't
then
even there.
I forget the other childhood star she was.
Yeah, there was somebody else. She was
some guy from Creeper.
Jeepers. I don't know.
Creepers.
Creep
You know, it's
show.
funny, like as you were giving the interview, like there was this dude that had a nice camera and he was like popping it out and he had like a huge flash on it. And I was like,
Oh yeah, I
make
heard
sure
that.
your flash is off, man. And he was like, what? He's like, don't worry, it's off. I'm like, you sure? And he's like, look, he's like, oh my bad, it's on. I was like, yeah, there's plenty of light.
Yeah.
You know
Yeah.
what I mean? So fucking up our goddamn interview.
But so eventually, like I was able to do the interview. Like I sat down with her, I introduced myself, and dude, she was such a pleasure to talk to. Like once I started talking to her, it wasn't like I was talking to like a giant fucking celebrity. It was like I was talking to family. Like she was so super nice, and like talking to her and like her like joking around and like smiling like. And it was funny because like actually one of the questions I asked was like, hey, do you keep in contact with your co-hosts from or co-stars from the show? She's like, whenever I see him, I guess. Like that was her answer.
She a real one.
Yeah, she's for real. But yeah, she was really cool. She like her manager had told me that she's working on a new project coming out soon. It's a TV or a movie called Noah's Room, where it's about a black family that adopts a white kid.
Okay.
Which is fucking rare to see in fucking media. And the whole story behind it is actually I'm gonna wait for you to listen to the interview.
Yeah,
to find out more about it.
don't spoil it. Don't spoil it.
But yeah, she was super super nice to talk to.
You didn't tell her that I mistook her for the older black woman on Deadpool, did you? You didn't tell her.
But I asked her if she got a call from Wakanda.
That sequel.
Yeah, she started laughing on
Black
that.
Panther 2. I know she saw it, right? Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Damn it. I can't. So that will be ready for our
Hopefully
listeners
sometime next week.
Early next week.
Hopefully Monday at the earliest.
Okay.
But yeah, definitely next week.
Can't fucking wait.
But yeah, it was
Good job.
dude. It was a fun interview.
Good fucking job, man. All right, where we want to go?
Let's go to Far Cry. Have you been playing it?
Yeah. Let's jump in.
What's
let's
your thoughts,
jump in. Far Cry 5. So far so good. The one thing that stood out for me right at the jump, and I'm only about maybe somewhere between 6 to 10 hours in, so still early-ish on. I can't suspend my disbelief when it comes to this being the modern era and in the U.S. It's in rural Montana. I got that all with the setting and all that shit. But the fact that there is a conspiracy that, not to spoil anything, but that prevents you as a U.S. Marshal from getting any type of communication outside of this immediate area is kind of rough for me to believe initially.
Okay, I understand that, but if you go to like Appalachia or something like that,
Sure.
totally not hard to believe. There's also a place in California that's a city that has no fucking laws. Did you know that?
I did not know that. Are
Yeah.
people living in that
Yes,
city?
people live in the city. I forget what
Okay.
it's fucking. I'll tell it to you in a minute. But there's a place in California that has no fucking laws, like legit no laws.
Yeah, I hear you.
Like I said on the last cast, I just recently watched that Waco 6 episode
Yeah.
thing, and yeah, the government had no fucking. They completely were sort of just sitting back chilling. I think the Waco thing happened for I have to double check the day, 50-something days or whatever. We were just in there.
Oh, the real Waco.
The
in
real
the
Waco
90s.
thing. Yeah,
Okay.
so I mean, I can sort of be like, all right, yeah, they can't really handle that. Now I understand it's a little bit different. Okay, we're going to fly a marshal in to remove a head leader in a 3-person helicopter and just be like, all right, cool. And then shit goes bad. Like I understand that's kind of like head tilting, like,
Well, I was
whatever.
I was okay with that. That action scene was great.
Well,
Don't
yeah,
get me wrong.
yeah.
And I'm not shitting on the game by any stretch of the imagination. It was just one of those things where I kind of had to scratch my head, like, okay, he controls every piece of communication possible in terms of the outside
I've
world.
never been in
general.
Montana. I don't know how Montana works.
Except for satellite phones, it's totally possible. You just take no fucking cell towers. Anyway, place is called Slab City, California. It's a real fucking place.
How many people they got
fucking
there?
laws.
How many people they got there?
I don't know. There's no law, so who the fuck would...
Slab, they got ribs?
Yeah. it's got around 150 permanent residents.
All right.
But it's a legit city that has
right.
no fucking laws.
Is that Central or California?
It's in the desert.
Okay.
Now, what kind of what? I mean, they gotta have some laws. Like, are there like non-California governing?
It's a dude with a badge on his shirt that says "I am the law."
Yeah. You do something I don't like, I'm gonna fuck you up.
He just walks around like Rick Grimes with a loose ass holster.
Yeah, there's 3 large farms and a whole bunch of dead bodies.
Yeah.
But so far, Far Cry is absolutely fun. I love the fucking animals and whatnot. You're seeing bears and wolverines attack each other, which is always fucking good shit.
Yeah.
I'm liking it kind of somewhere in between 3 and 4, which is high praise.
Came across turkeys? They're fucking assholes.
Yeah, turkeys are fucking assholes.
What the fuck, man?
Yeah.
Well, turkeys are assholes in real life too.
Oh, but they will kind of fuck you up in this game.
Yeah.
Like, they can legit kill you.
Yep.
God damn.
And I also
like
like
with turkeys too much.
it's so outrageous with the humor too, which is fun. It's like kind of in between GTA level of humor, where it's kind of like that satire on modern life, and as opposed to like Far Cry, where it's always usually in a foreign area, or back in Primal when it was
I love
BC.
Primal. That doesn't get enough love.
Yeah, I need to play it, but it's still one of those things where it feels fresh and feels fucking new. I haven't done the co-op yet either, and I want to try that.
I did a little bit of the co-op, but I didn't get too much into it. But it seems fun and everything. You just sort of run around doing. I mean, I used to always do the crafting and try to hunt animals and level up all my shit. So I have all my pouches, my quivers. But like I said before, I don't like how the crafting aspect has sort of been removed.
There's no crafting, is what you're saying?
No, I mean, not how it in the previous ones where it's like, okay, to upgrade your quiver, you need 3 bear skins. Okay, now you need 4 warthogs on the next level. None of that's gone. You pretty much kill the animals to sell the pelts.
And you get a lot of money for it.
Yeah, and so you get
And the money gets parts for upgrading. Is that how it works?
No.
Oh, wait. Okay, hold on.
Your perks.
Let me ask a very direct question. I have an assault rifle. Will I be able to improve anything on that assault rifle?
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
That's through money, but it's all... Okay, this is another fucked part that I didn't realize on the last podcast when we were talking about it, is that when you're upgrading your weapons, when you want to get, like, the super, like, awesome shit,
Yeah.
it has to do with how many levels you have in whatever county.
Levels. Okay.
Yeah. Like, how much shit you've done in certain counties.
Oh, okay.
So, that's kind of annoying, though.
I've only messed around in the one county side.
Yeah, me too.
I haven't hopped around
Yeah.
or anything.
The whole map seems open from the beginning.
It
Oh,
is.
yeah.
Yeah, you can go wherever. You can go from all over the place.
It's got a very... Have you figured out the progression system yet?
No, not yet.
It's different.
Okay.
So the way that they progress the storyline is that if you do enough stuff in the certain like region, that unlocks more and more cutscenes that unlocks the boss of that region.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So like
Sort of
the
like-
relatives of Old Boy.
Yeah.
You played Ghost Recon. You played Wildlands, right?
No, I didn't play
No,
Wildlands.
okay. It's like the more disturbance you cause in terms of like fucking up like their property, drug running, smuggling rings and stuff like that. You cause enough disturbance in the area, then you sort of unlock the boss. And you'll this little meter, like kind of like how XP used to work in the previous ones. And like, all right, you stab chaining and whatever. You blow up their tank or something like that. It'll sort of keep progressing. You take over an outpost, it'll progress. And then there'll be like sort of like maybe like 3 little like checkpoints between each one. Once you get to each one, there'll be a new level of like problematic stuff that'll happen. Like once you get to like the second last one, there's like airplanes that start flying over your head.
And you probably get jacked.
Okay.
Because I don't know about you, but I got jacked like a couple times where it's like part of the story where you get jacked.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
Oh,
what do you mean by
that?
What do you mean by jacked? What do you mean by jacked?
I got fucking murdered.
Oh, okay.
But I got taken out at least twice, and it was part of the storyline.
Okay.
I don't think that's.
Maybe it's just where I'm at, because you're on the one with the chick, right?
I'm messing with the baby sister thing, but that's a whole different. There's a quirky aspect to that part of the map, which
that makes it unique.
yes.
Oh, I've been a parts of that, sort of, where I had to like face some fucking crazy mutant fucking moose or some shit, and they turned into bears.
yeah.
Wow.
Everything you see is not what you see.
Yeah,
yes.
yeah. I was just like, what the
I'm
fuck?
like, oh, I'm gonna
That's when
shoot
you're
this.
high, right?
Yeah, there's a bunch of poppy fields and stuff,
Yeah.
and walking through them, you'll start to kind of hallucinate. But anytime you're in that region, you're not really seeing stuff that you're really seeing.
Yeah.
So you're like, okay, I'll shoot this turkey, and you hit it with an arrow, then poof, it's an actual grizzly bear.
Yeah.
Or shooting a grizzly bear, oh poof, it's a deer or something. And you are hallucinating the vast majority of the time you're in there in terms of animals that you encounter. So it'll
Legit.
completely fuck you up.
All right.
But it's sort of fun. But that's why I'm curious to see what goes on in the other regions. If there's some sort of like sort of gameplay tweak. Depending on that.
There's in mine where I'm at. It's different from that.
Okay.
So yeah.
So far it sounds like both of you guys are enjoying it. Not maybe, or you've had some boss battles as well, or
I haven't gotten to the head boss. I mean, I've done some outposts. I like doing my outpost stealthy with my bow, and just not set off any alarms. And there's one that I'm dealing with. I'm constantly have to like just restart it because
I'm not that.
The plane keeps flying overhead. There's this big sort of mansion house, and like I can get on the roof, kind of fuck up stuff going on. But as soon as I hear that plane, I'm like, shit, I gotta hurry up and get inside, and it'll sometimes spot me and just kind of fuck shit up.
See, I got a dude for that.
Or
I got a dude for that.
what, for the plane?
Oh fuck yeah!
And it doesn't alert the bot, because I try to get the bonus for no alarms, no alertness for any of the people walking around that outpost.
So I haven't done that one yet, but I know what you're talking about. But I have a dude for like the plane.
Okay.
I have a dude in a plane.
I have a chick that runs the helicopters, and she'll go up in a helicopter and start like air battling some shit.
Yeah, the dude in the plane will fuck shit up. So what I do is I unlock so I can have 2 companions now at the same time. So if I'm in a hard area when I have planes and shit, I have to do with a plane and then Boomer, the fucking dog.
Okay.
So these are NPCs that you acquire later on.
Yeah, they did a really good job of like simulating co-op because
Okay.
they do a pretty good job of like if you're stealthy, they'll be stealthy, and then once you go loud, they'll go loud.
Yeah.
So,
Nice.
Yeah.
That's cool. So it kind of adapts then.
Yeah, and then Boomer's even more like he comes in really handy because he'll point out
Yeah, I'll tag
where
everybody.
everybody is, and then if somebody sees you, he'll take them out and help you out and shit.
So far, you guys liking this about as much as 3, 4, Primal? What?
I'm enjoying the story. I mean, like, I sort of, unfortunately, didn't get to play Primal as much as other ones did. So 3 is still my favorite of the group. I still put it a little bit behind 3.
Okay.
4 was good. 4 was really good. I just thought it was a little bit quirky. I wasn't a big fan of the boss. Voss, I enjoyed him as a boss in 3. This one, I haven't really encountered. I mean, I know who he is based on the cutscene, but I've sort of just been handling what's going on with the sister. So I don't know too much about the main boss yet, except what I got introduced to in the very, very beginning.
Okay.
So I'm interested in the story. I'm thoroughly enjoying it. I really miss the crafting aspect of it.
Yeah.
And I'm not a fan of the leveling up system in terms of how you unlock the perks. I liked the other one better, but it's not like I'm mad or like frustrated or it ruins my gaming experience. I just preferred the other way better.
All right.
Yeah, I'm pretty much the same way.
Okay.
Yeah, the perk system it's kind of fucked up, but I mean, I'm still getting perks like when I want them,
Yeah.
But it's just like it's not really a natural progression. Like for me, like the best way to get perks in the game is just hitting up those fucking Doomsday Prepper fucking spots because you automatically get 3 perk points.
Find safe and everything. And it's weird. It's like, oh yeah, this one's 9 perk points. This one's 6. This one's 3. This one's 4. Rather than it's like, all right, you get 1, and then you can branch off into a different path. Like, all right, you can't get the safe cracking perk until you get the silent footstep one kind of deal, where you would have to progress to get to be like, oh shit, I can talk to animals if I get to here, but in order for me to talk to animals, I have to unlock these other 2 things.
Yeah, they totally do away with that.
But it's just like if you got 9 perk points, you can buy whatever. You can just
almost whatever.
Yeah, mostly.
Yeah.
Sounds like you guys, in general, are enjoying it. But my question is, do you or have you ever experienced this map level maker zone where you can kind of create
Arcade?
levels?
Yeah.
Okay,
It's
how
the,
is that?
You played it out.
Yeah, it's fun. However, you can earn XP and leveling up points in that.
Oh, really?
And that can transfer over to your game.
It's the other way too. So your game transfers over to arcade.
Yes.
So it's both.
Yeah.
All right.
So I was playing with Hobby, and we were having a blast doing some of the created levels. I haven't made one myself because I'm just not really into making my own levels. but I'll play some ones that people have created, and they're really fun. It's sort of like a zombie herd kind of stuff going on.
Like horde mode.
Well, it depends on how they set it up. Maybe some herd mode, you can have to try to do it stealthy. They'll set it up as you got to kill 250 people, and you only have like arrows, or you only have handguns, and you sort of have to just make do. And it's really fun, but if you keep playing that over and over and over again, then you'll take all those perk points and you'll bring them over to your game. And I'm just like, it's nice, I appreciate it, but I feel like I'm sort of cheating in a way by just be like, all right, I'm still 20% in the game, but I have almost all the perk points unlocked. I feel like I could just sort of mow through the story mode, which I was like, let me just hold up on that for right now.
Gotcha. All right, good.
I did the multiplayer. It was okay.
They have multiplayer in there?
There's like a multiplayer.
Like team deathmatch?
Yeah, team deathmatch.
Oh,
yeah.
wow.
It was okay.
All right.
I only played it like once because I was like, all right, back to story. I just wanted to play it just to try it out.
So it sounds like review's still in progress for all of us. Once we all finish,
I'll probably know next week what I feel like I have a good overall number for it.
Give some numbers. What I've been like knee fucking deep in, man. I've been falling deep for fucking Fortnite Battle Royale.
Oh,
God damn it. I didn't know that there was squad mode in this until like
the free to play version.
Yeah, the free to play version, because I always thought it was just the solo shit.
So what is the pay version?
The pay version is PvE, and it's like a true story with you building forts and I think attacking zombies or protecting from zombies.
Okay.
And it has a true story and trophies and all this other shit.
Did you buy it?
No, I didn't buy that.
Okay, I think I might buy it and just try it out.
Is it a mobile game?
Don't do that, because Epic has announced that they're making that free in 2018. It may even be in a month or two, and that's why everybody's holding off. But go ahead. You were trying to get in.
I was gonna say, isn't it a mobile game too? Like,
yeah, they did release mobile. I don't know how that works, and I can't.
I've heard it's good.
I heard it was good. Yeah, I saw it on IGN. They said it was really good. Basically, it's the same exact game on your fucking phone.
How do you do the shooting, though?
It's the same. You have to, like, move around. They said it's, like, that's a little cumbersome, but everybody else that's in the game is doing the same thing. So...
Okay. I'm a little skeptical on the shooting part, but all right.
Actually, I'm going to download on the
Are you only playing people that are playing mobile as well, or are you playing mobile versus people on consoles?
No, it's only on mobile, and they said that there's a high possibility that some of the people that you think are people are actually just bots.
Okay.
Whoa.
But there are real people that are playing the game, too.
That's a weird twist, but all right. Yeah. But anyway, I had no idea that there was squad based. You can do your squad of 4, and you're just jumping out the bus, and it's where we landing, boys. And they only have one fucking map, which is kind of a critique, but it's a free game, and I think it's, at least from a fun factor, one of the best free games.
Revenue.
So yeah, here's the thing: the microtransactions are
outrageous.
and they're microtransactions for like skins. And then for, I think, weapon perks, they have like V coins and some other shit. I haven't done that part yet.
Is Fortnite not on the
iOS? Or not iOS, Android?
Yeah.
It's on one or the other, and then it's probably going to be on both by the end of this month or something. Maybe it's only on Apple or iOS right now. I don't know. But the fun factor is fucking there, man. I truly get it. It's breaking all these records on Twitch and YouTube and all that shit. It's well worth fucking trying. There are people who are hating on it, just saying it's only popular because it's free. There are a shit ton of free fucking games in the world.
Yeah, I mean, because I've been hearing like a bunch of stuff about this game, like even on the radio they're talking about it, like stations that aren't even fucking like a gaming station. They're talking about, like, there's like one of the DJs is like, oh yeah, like, the girl that's spinning today, she said after she's done, she's gonna go home and play Fortnite. I'm like, what the fuck is this Fortnite? It's been all over the place.
It's iOS only right now. But PUBG is actually PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds is for Android.
Yeah, it'll be on Android like literally probably by the end of this month. So I think it's worth playing. I can only recommend the squad based from a fun factor standpoint. And if you look on your friends list, if you have a lot of friends on at least PS4 or whatever, you'll probably find out people playing it every fucking night. I wanted to get you on.
I re-downloaded it because I played it when I first got sort of released, and I was like, whatever. And
Probably solo though, right?
Yeah, it's 99 versus 1. I was like, what the fuck is going on? Fucking no, fuck that. I'm getting out the plane and like, okay, what do I do? Boom, I'm dead. Fuck that shit. Like, okay, I got an axe, so I guess I chop down shit. Okay, I build. Okay, I place this here. Does this go up? Can I move it aside? Boom. Next time I'm getting shot.
Well, see, that's why I want to play like a single player, so I can understand the mechanics first before like just jumping into the fucking fray.
The mechanics are pretty simple in terms of building.
You build shit. I mean,
the building is pretty easy too.
But that's not normal. That's not a normal mechanic.
Well,
I agree.
It pulls in a little bit of Minecraft into it.
It's a little bit of Minecraft meets team deathmatch. I will say this: it took me about 2 or 3 rounds to get used to the building, and now I got pyramids in the fucking sky and shit. You know what I mean? And you'll get used to it. You just kind of again, if you play with a squad, they're gonna help you figure it out. It's truly cooperative and whatnot.
But I'm Kirito, bro. I'm a Black Swordsman.
Well, you can do you can do solo. You can even do duo if you want.
No, that's more than one. You can have a good PC. It's all about me, guys.
Lone wolf.
Well,
you know what free game that was really good that nobody really talks about was the one that came with the PS4. Like, was it like the
Warframe?
Warframe. That game
is dope as fuck, and it's still good. They're still releasing new content.
Yep.
Yeah.
For me, that game is way better than fucking Destiny.
Yeah,
it's
seriously
really fun, especially Ninja.
The fan base goes really hard. The only thing I'll say is for people just getting in, there's a lot of content.
Oh yeah,
like a shit ton.
I'd rather have too much content than not enough.
There you go.
Destiny.
Yeah, I mean, these are facts. And both Fortnite and PUBG seem to have gotten people off of Destiny too.
So are you done with Monster Hunter then?
Not completely. I still dip in every now and again. I'm not a big fan of Monster Hunter. I think I've already talked about my criticisms of it over and over and over again. But
wait, just to jump back onto Fortnite. So apparently, the first 72 hours the game was released on iOS, the company made $1 million on
a free game.
On a free game, yeah. People buying stuff online or through the small app purchases or whatever it's called.
People buy dumb shit on there, like just stupid skins of like bunnies and shit. Oh, and I will say this: the girls of Fortnite. You might want to look this up. Girls of Fortnite are thick as fuck.
2 C's or 1?
3 C's on these motherfucking girls. Girls of Fortnite are fucking and you're walking behind them and they just ass jiggling and they jumping and shooting. Jedi trampoline, castles in the sky, fucking in the sky. Come on now.
Ridiculous.
Yes, girl. Girl with the blonde and highlights and shit. Super thick. Thick.
She is thick.
Yeah, ass all out.
It's just she's not fat. Damn, she's not fat.
Yeah, nah. So anyway, it's a fun free game, man. I'm enjoying myself, and there's someone literally always on there.
I've actually seen a few people cosplaying as Fortnite characters.
Now
I'm looking at what Kronos is looking on the screen right now, but I always thought they were from Overwatch.
Yeah.
They're very similar looking characters.
I wish like Uncharted had done
Borderlands
this, or Borderlands or some others, But actually, Dying Light is going to do it. I mean, in terms of they got a battle royale mode either about to be launched or coming soon, something like that. So anyway, I just wanted to bring it up. I know it's kind of an older game, but it feels newish because it's jumped in popularity like a motherfucker.
That's pretty dope.
Hell yeah!
Before we switch gears,
Go ahead.
a quick thing. So when I interviewed Nichelle.
Don't be fucking it up right now.
Nichelle Nichols.
Nichelle Nichols. Damn. I'm actually got a pop vinyl of Lieutenant Uhura.
The new one.
The new one, yeah, it's the new one. But she actually autographed it too, so it actually says Danny Blessings, and it has her name, and it says Uhura.
Awesome,
so
man.
You can't see where I have it live on.
Yeah, put it in the camera.
But yeah, it's pretty cool that I actually got a signature.
So you're not giving that away to the listeners just for?
I want to say this is the first celebrity autograph I've ever received.
Good shit.
From a big celebrity.
There you go. Dope shit. And when we stay with games, Stitch, you had some big news coming with a certain web crawler.
They released, I guess, some footage of the Spider-Man game, and it is I can't remember the date.
September 7th.
September 7th. I cannot wait. I'm excited. They also announced, I guess, what their sort of collector's edition is. You get a couple skins. They have like the Punk, the Spider Punk.
I heard you get a Iron Man pop vinyl.
Hate.
He fucking has that money shooting gun.
Jussie, real. But it looks good. I tried to.
Sorry to interrupt you again, but it's by Insomniac, right?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm definitely gonna get it.
Yeah. The mechanics, the web slinging mechanics look awesome based on what I saw. It's not, they're not just hitting you with cutscenes. This is actual gameplay footage that they're showing, and it looks awesome. It looks awesome, fun. I cannot wait. I probably will buy some sort of collector's edition with it. It looks like you get some like a collector figurine included with it, along with the skins, and based on what I read, even though they're going to be releasing three Spider outfits with the pre-order, the wrestling one, the Spider-Punk one, and there's a third one that's supposed to be getting released. From what I had read, there's at least a dozen different Spider-Man outfits in the game.
That's
that
dope.
you can play as and,
I got
and choose
Spider
from.
Pig. How you fucking know?
Could be.
Maybe.
Could be. But it looks awesome. I'm excited for it. I'm about to pre-order.
The thing that fucking floored me in the fucking trailer. He's he's web slinging, and then he drops down. He goes into a New York subway. He gets on a subway train, and he just sits there reading the paper, and everybody's fucking looking at him like, no big deal. It's just Spider-Man. And I'm like, that's fucking New York City right there. Holy shit. You know?
So he's still in costume while
He's
on
still
the
in
fucking
costume.
subway? Holy
He's still in
shit.
costume. People are just like, just another weirdo. You know?
It's legit. Cannot wait.
Yeah, man. Fucking wait. Now, what's this bullshit about Duke Nukem dropping? Did y'all already discuss this?
No.
No, but yeah, John Cena is supposed to be Duke Nukem.
What are we doing here?
Actually,
I can't see that.
I'm
'cause
okay with that.
I can't see him.
I'm not a
can't
Duke
see him as
Nukem
Duke
guy.
Nukem?
I could see
He's-
him as that,
he's got
but
the
I'm.
face.
No, you can't see him.
Got you good.
But I can't see him. I can see him being Duke Nukem.
I could see
Better than The Rock being in fucking Doom.
Yeah, I mean, that was a failed movie. There's no fucking doubt about it. This smells to me sight unseen. Haven't seen any screenshots. Haven't seen any trailers. I don't really think a Duke Nukem movie needs to be made.
No.
I don't think it's going to be a killer and make a whole bunch of money.
Especially because the last game wasn't that great.
Yeah, I could see this flopping hard as shit, especially if they put real money into it. Like, the bigger the money, the bigger the flop, possibly. Most video game movies don't do that well, but, you know, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong, but I'm not, like, jumping for joy on this one.
So Blue brought up Doom a second ago. It's a kind of weird thing to say, but there's a conspiracy theory out there that Doom Guy, which that's his actual name, Doom Guy, and Link are actually the same person.
Wow, that's a great conspiracy theory.
And I watched the video on it, and I was like, you know what? There's actually a lot of fucking similarities.
God damn.
They don't fucking talk. They wear green. They're always after evil. They have to collect. Even certain items that they collect are kind of the fucking same.
Is there a princess?
If you look at the UAC symbol, it looks like the fucking Triforce. There's no fucking Triforce. But just like in Zelda, when Link gets resurrected every time.
Okay.
Same thing with Doom Guy. He gets resurrected in a time of need to defeat evil.
I bought this recent Doom. I'm early on it. Now I'm gonna play it in a different light. I'm gonna look at things weirdly.
And the way you get items too is kind of similar. It's kind of crazy. You have to get key cards. You know how you used to get keys?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But in this one, basically they're saying it's Link in the future. So instead of getting keys, you get key cards to unlock to unlock doors and shit, and then get upgrades.
This is a YouTube theory?
Yeah, it's really fucking good.
All right. I like it.
There was a few caveats where it's obviously it couldn't be true, but for the most part, it's plausible.
Plausible. That's good shit.
That's fucking funny. That's great.
Blue, I'm calling you motherfucking out right now, goddammit.
Oh, yeah,
If
man.
your ass don't finish this Telltale Batman Season 2, I'm taking away your Batman privileges.
Oh, shit.
All of them. This is
man.
great. This is great. I'm gonna just say it. For me, this might be my favorite Batman game, period.
So, wait, hold up. I have to ask you one question. I played episode 1 and 2.
All right.
And episode 2, this giant fucking spoiler, because this game's been out for a couple of months now. You fucking end up getting Lucius Fox goddamn killed. And that's a main fucking character in the Batman goddamn universe. When that happened, I was like, dude, I'm not a Batman fan. What the fuck did I do? I think that's probably why I stopped playing the game, because I'm like, dude, I got fucking Lucius Fox killed. How do I go on from here? Mm-hmm. But it's, oh, man.
The proper answer is you get a small Japanese sword and you commit seppuku.
Yeah, basically. Yeah. But I love living, though. But then his daughter shows up, and then I fucked the relationship with the daughter, too. She's super smart like Lucius Fox. I fucked the relationship with her too. I'm like, why should I even keep going, man?
When you finish, we will compare notes. I'm a shitty decision maker. That is like definitive now.
The Telltale games are the hardest. They're the funnest games to play, but they're the hardest games to play too because they make you question your whole goddamn existence. It's like, fuck, like, am I really a Batman fan? Like, could I ever be Batman? And that game tells you, nope. No, you cannot.
All right.
No, you cannot.
You wanted to switch us up on?
Probably better than Batman, I'm just saying. But anyway, the next portion of this podcast will be brought to you by Loot Crate. Loot Crate is basically Comic-Con in a box. It's an epic mystery box service. Blue showed you earlier a pop vinyl that is something that you will likely get in almost every single Loot Crate. What you get in there is basically like a really cool t-shirt in their normal services. A cool t-shirt, some kind of collectible like a pop vinyl not signed by Nichelle Nichols. Just a normal, pop vinyl of some sort. Other sorts of knickknacks. A few of my favorites are, there's a Westworld tableau that I have that's pretty dope. There's also like this horn that you can wear around your neck that you can keep liquid in. So if you're drunk and you don't want to drop your drink, works out pretty good. Another cool thing that's cool about the box itself is that you can turn the box into something. Almost every single one that they have, the box that it comes in transforms into something. A few of my favorites were, I think it was Harley's hammer. There was one that turned into a car, and there was one that turned into a ghost from Destiny.
Nice.
So there was one that transformed into Optimus Prime with his trailer on the back.
Nice.
Which is kind of cool.
So they're a great geeky service. I've been using them for a long time. They also have different levels of service and different sorts of boxes. I know that Stitch gets the Loot Pets. You're still getting it, right?
Yes.
Still give you good stuff?
Yeah, of course. You get like dog shirts, treats. It's always some sort of themed treat. Same thing with the dog theme.
Do you make your dog wear shirts?
No.
All right.
No.
All right. But if you're one of those people, you're weird. But it's okay. If you want to get new
dogs
shirts.
have fur.
Yeah.
I'm not all about personifying dogs and putting like clothes and shoes and all that stuff.
But apparently, I guess you should have put shoes on Magneto, I guess a couple weeks back, right? With when you went to Mission Peak.
I should have.
Yeah. I didn't know that, like, I thought he'd have been all right.
But yeah. I guess I guess he was a little bit too much of a house Negro dog.
Yeah.
he wasn't cut out for that outdoor rock life.
So sometimes it's okay to have some sort of like feet, like shoes, or if you got a weak bitch ass dog, your dog is not a weak bitch ass dog. I'm not talking like for like the clothes and stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or you got some Chihuahua
like
that's constantly shivering.
Yeah.
Get him some clothes. But if not, your dog will be all right without a shirt. Other things they have is Loot DX, which is like their bigger box. They have higher quality items and more items in there. They also have Loot Wear, which is their cheaper service where they send you a shirt and some other kind of wearable like socks, gloves, something like that. Every month for Loot Crate, that everybody's put into what's called the Mega Crate drawing, so you can win like huge box stuff like TVs and stuff like that, and like consoles, like really epic stuff. And they also have theme crates like Firefly, WWE, Marvel, Fallout. There's a God of War one that just came out too.
Nice.
I should have got that one. So I'm a huge God of War fan. And no, I am not. My name is not after Kratos. I know some people might think that. We're going to get into that. That's actually be the BTI question. But yeah, I love Kratos, but that's not where my name came from. I actually predate Kratos by a lot.
There you go.
So, yeah. So if you go to trylootcrate.com/BTI with the promo code of Bridge10, as in a bridge you're walking over and the number 10, you will save yourself 10% on any new subscription. Once again, that is trylootcrate.com/BTI with the promo code of Bridge10, as in a bridge you're walking over, and the number 10. And now, on with the show. Did y'all watch Rosanne?
Yes,
What
I
did you
did.
think?
I watched the first 2 episodes.
No.
I'm going to say this first and foremost. I was a fan of the show back in the late 80s, early
was
90s.
too.
I
Yeah.
thought it was a really funny show. This one got monster fucking ratings, so I, listened to a little bit of the hype, watched some of it, what was it, last night? This is a pretty funny show, at least the first couple episodes. It's different. There's brand new characters, like the kids of Becky, kids of Darlene, and the kids of DJ.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
DJ, is that her name?
No,
DJ was his son. DJ was his son.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but he has a kid. So, in general, I laughed a lot, and I was fucking entertained by the first 2 episodes. What'd you think?
Yeah, I thought it was great as well. I thought it was really cool that they brought into the show that Rosanne is kind of crazy right wing, and that's how she is in real life. And she believes in conspiracy theories, so I'm pretty sure they're gonna get into that even more.
Yep.
Yeah, it was crazy to see her and her sister like kind of butting heads about political shit. And I honestly, I feel like from what I remember about the show back in the day when I used to watch it, is that they picked up pretty much where they left off. Like, I don't feel like, except for where, what's his name was still
Dan
alive.
died, yeah.
They kind of made fun of that because Dan did die in the show and he's still alive in this show. They made fun of that a little bit, but I thought it was pretty cool. I mean, the sets look exactly like the way they were from what I remember.
Yeah, with the couches.
Yeah, with the couches and everything. I was just like, dude, this is pretty awesome. I think they took a page out of Girl
Fuller
Meets
House.
World.
Oh.
Well, and Fuller House.
Yeah, Fuller House, yeah.
I mean, they did a really good job with this, making the show again, I thought.
Yeah, no, listen, I know that some people are going to hate on the concept of it being on or her because of her personal life and political stuff. If a show's funny, it's funny.
You know what? People that complain about Roseanne, you can go fuck yourself because she has done more for women's comedy than any other woman on the fucking planet. And that's like fucking real talk.
That's facts.
I'm serious. Yeah. So
she was on in the 80s, like killing it from a rating standpoint and doing, I believe, writing and a whole bunch of stuff.
She was a stand-up comedian.
Yeah.
And she broke the mold for like women being comedians.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of people kind of forget that when they look at like her personal life. I don't really... Some of her personal life, I guess, is whatever, but she still did a lot of really... She didn't do anything that was, like, despicable.
No.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? She didn't fucking, like, rape a bunch of women or some shit, I mean,
I will say, and I think this was so long ago that most people have fucking forgotten, whatever that bullshit was with her doing the anthem and grabbing her crotch and spitting... I don't know if you remember that.
I remember that.
Yeah,
that was disrespectful, but
yeah. But other than that, yeah, I'm right there with you. Whether she's crazy online or whether, super right-wing Trump support, all that, for me, goes out the window if the show is funny. And I will give credit. I'll give some credit to some things. This is not spoiling anything, but, there's a... I'm gonna call it like I see it. It seems like a possible transgender child on the show.
Yeah, for sure.
Right? I mean...
And I like the way they handled it because, what's the dad's name?
Dan.
Yeah, because Dan was just like, he didn't know what to fucking do. No. He was just like, gave him... Well, I don't want to say what he did, but yeah.
That's his grandson.
Yeah.
And this is a Midwestern poor family.
That's the reason why I really like this show is because they're portraying... most white people in America, well, not most, but some white people in America that are fucking poor, that don't really have a voice in anything right now, especially fucking today. Everybody's like, white privilege this, white privilege that, but it's like, fucking white people are still poor too, you know what I mean? It's not, they're not all fucking rich, so.
And this is on network television. It's not a Netflix show, it's not Showtime or whatever. The other thing is there's, a black child in it, I'm assuming there's an adoption, but I don't know for sure. Kronos, did you get that aspect?
I'm sorry, say that again.
With the black little girl.
Oh, that weirded me out. I was like,
was that an adoption though, or was that?
I didn't know. I was like, yo, K-Mac, there's a black kid there, right? I was like, it's not just me, right? Like, are they gonna explain this or
some kid just walking around the fucking studio?
But,
like, oh, let's put him in there.
Then again, I mean, this is my personal life, but if you see, my adopted daughter with K-Mac, they'll be like, what the fuck? Because, K-Mac is white and my adopted daughter is black as fuck. So, yeah, I get it. So, I mean, maybe she's adopted, maybe not.
Yeah, and
it doesn't really matter.
It doesn't matter. They didn't specify, but it's, it's obviously a change from the original show or whatever. And I like that aspect of it. It's a little bit more inclusive or maybe reflective of what's going on today. The other thing I got to give credit for, or actually just mention is, everybody always talks about, well, how can I relate to this? How can I relate to that? Look, I watched 12 episodes of Yuri on Ice. I am not a gay ice skater from Russia or Japan. If something's good and high quality and entertaining, you don't have to actually relate in your personal life to everything on the screen. Yeah. I'm not coated in vibranium. I like Black Panther. You know what I mean?
And I used to like watching Golden Girls. And what was that? The old lady, Mama's something.
It was Mama's Family.
Oh, that shit was great. That has nothing to do with me. You know what I mean?
No.
I think people just forget. It's like it's okay to like something that doesn't look or sound or act like you. You can still enjoy it.
Yeah. Talking about Mama's Family, the shit that fucking tripped me out was that she wasn't actually an old lady.
No.
That shit blew my mind when I saw her without like the makeup on. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
she ain't nobody's mama.
The funniest thing to me is when I grew up as an adult, because I watched Golden Girls, with like my grandmother and my mom and whatnot all the time. And then when I grew up, I was like, oh, this show is huge for like the gay male community. They go hard as fuck for Golden Girls. Yeah. And I was like, I was a kid watching this. I had no idea that was like a demographic that was they were winning at. You know what I mean? Yeah. But again, if it's good, it's good. And I'm not saying the show is stellar, the best thing I've ever seen in my fucking life, but it's an entertaining sitcom that seems different enough for me to want to watch more.
Yeah, exactly. I'm willing to watch more episodes. So.
You guys sold me on it because I was a fan of the original show and I had a huge fucking crush on Darlene.
Why the fuck does Darlene look exactly the same?
Yeah, exactly.
She does. She looks exactly the fucking same.
She does.
She's the one with the black hair, right?
Yeah. Yes, she looks exactly the fucking same.
But the other chick, like, it's funny because she was on How I Met Your Mother and also on Scrubs.
Yep.
And I was like, wait, what's the name from fucking Rosanne? She doesn't look anything like she did back in the day. But Darlene looks the same. Like, she might be black.
Well, she does. She's like a commentator or like a news anchor. Not an anchor.
Well, she does
The View, I think, right?
Yeah, she does The View.
Yeah, but it's just something
like
else too. She does something on the news.
Okay, yeah, I wouldn't doubt it. She's done quite well for herself.
She looks fucking great.
Yeah, she does.
To have Dan Goodman.
John Goodman.
God damn, I'm talking.
His name is Dan.
Yeah. But John Goodman, who's been so accomplished in fucking movies, and then Aunt Jackie, who I guess was in that got nominated for an Academy Award because of the Lady Bird movie. I didn't see that movie, but I mean, you have actors who have done extremely impressive things in a sitcom again. You know what I mean? When they kind of should be above and beyond it in a lot of ways. You know what I mean?
But that's what I like. There's a lot of celebrities who are going back to like TV. Like Anthony Anderson, he went back to TV. Yeah. Tiger Blood dude went back to TV.
Tiger Blood dude.
Charlie Sheen.
Charlie Sheen. Like he went back to. And there's some other actors that are back on, like,
Mike Tyson's Mysteries.
Mike Tyson. That show is on fucking point. That show is so goddamn funny. But you guys definitely have me sold on checking out Roseanne. Because, like I said, I was a big fan of the original show.
Watch it. I'm not going to say it's going to be everybody's cup of tea, but it's some fun. And the other thing is, it also reminded me of Married with Children in a lot of ways too.
That was a great
you know
show
what I mean?
too,
Like if you grew up liking those shows, then give it a fucking shot.
Ed, what's his last name?
Al Bundy.
No, it's Ed. Fucking his actual name, Ed O'Neill.
Yeah.
You know, he's a black belt in jiu-jitsu.
No, I didn't know that.
Like legit black belt in jiu-jitsu.
Wow.
Yeah.
One quick fun fact:
3 touchdowns for Polk High.
Roseanne got the part of Peg Bundy and turned it down.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah. So
I mean, it kind of worked because the chick who played her now in the Married with Children is good. Yeah.
Well, she was in Sons of Anarchy.
Right.
Yeah.
She's a great actress.
Yeah, she's really good.
But I understand why Roseanne turned it down because she wasn't the main character.
About her.
Yeah.
No. And they should have given her something like her own show.
And she's talented enough to run it.
And she got her own show named after her. How many people out there have a show named after them?
Not too many.
Like their actual real name.
Yeah, their actual real name.
It's like Ellen, Oprah, Roseanne. Is there any dudes? What the fuck?
Yeah.
I mean, there's Mr. Rogers, but what's his name? Well, no, it's Mr.
Cosby.
Rogers.
Cosby.
Yeah.
The Cosby Show.
Oh, Cosby Show. Yeah, that's right. Well, we can X that out, though.
Yeah.
You know.
Goddamn. Pill popping.
Drugging women and shit.
He assaulted people sexually.
Well, since we're talking about shows, there was a big announcement, big upset that was announced today.
What's that?
So there's a show on Netflix called Everything Sucks.
Yeah, you all saw me. I was stomping around that Comic-Con floor. I was mad.
Yeah.
He's like, Curtis thought someone died. He was like, wrong. I was just looking at my phone all blank.
Tell folks what happened.
I saw a thug tear come out of his face.
So the show Everything Sucks, which was really popular on, at least for us, it was really good on Netflix. Apparently, it was announced today that the show was being canceled. But Twitter is blowing up about this. Like, there's so many people tweeting, like, why is this happening? Like, the show was so fucking good. This show was basically my life growing up as a kid. Like, this show was so fucking amazing. Like, it touched on every awkward situation growing up as a kid in the 80s. And it just ended...
No, 90s show.
Oh, 90s. But it ended with, like, a giant fucking cliffhanger. Like, how can you just leave us fucking hanging?
I still haven't seen the quite ending. I'm like 2 episodes by.
Well,
Don't spoil that.
It's a huge cliffhanger.
It's a giant cliffhanger. You're like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
And then the fact that you're going to cancel after that, it's like, come on.
Sucks.
You know what? I know Monique said, boycott Netflix, but, boycott Netflix. I'm just kidding. Don't fucking do that shit.
I'm gonna try to get as many people as I can to watch this.
It's good.
I want fucking people. I need
you guys got me on it, and I was like, you know what? This is easy watching. This is fucking dope. I loved it.
This is what Monique should have done. Instead of, fucking boycott Netflix, how about you petition Netflix to bring the show back?
Yeah.
Or, in her case, petition to have her on the show.
Or be funny.
Netflix.
How about that?
Yeah.
Be good.
Yeah.
Get good.
Yeah. You get an Oscar for, I don't know, comedy.
Yeah. Make people laugh, goddammit. Let's...
Something else I want to can I talk about my vacation?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Like,
The reason why we didn't podcast on Wednesday?
Yeah, sorry.
Sabotage.
I got some funny stories, though. So, so I went on vacation to Southern California over the past week. I just got back today. Mm-hmm. So, we went down to San Diego on Sunday, but I had to work on Sunday. So, the kids and K-Mac, they drove down to SoCal, got an Airbnb, and then I flew in later on in the day, and we met up. And we stayed in this really cool Airbnb. It was in Escondido, which is where I used to live like a while back. Nice. I love Escondido. I fucking love that place. And we stayed in a really nice fucking guest house.
Nice.
Really nice guest house. We hung out with her family mostly, and I saw my brother and his kids and stuff. We had a really good time. Hung out, went to Stone Brewery. I'm wearing one of their shirts right now.
Hell yeah.
And Slater's 50/50. If y'all didn't know, it's like, for me, it's like one of my favorite burger places because their base burger is 50% bacon, 50% beef. And that's like, that's their burger. And they have like ridiculous burgers like peanut butter and jelly burgers and fucking mac and cheese burgers and shit. It's a great fucking place.
Kronos told me about this years ago. If you're in Southern California, even if you're driving through it, stop, goddammit.
Yeah,
go to a Slater.
Find one. And bring your appetite because those fucking burgers are substantial. Substantial.
I've been there before. They have a thing called the peanut butter and jelly or peanut butter and jelly sandwich or burger. It sounds disgusting, but that burger is goddamn good. There's peanut butter and jelly on that goddamn burger, and it sounds disgusting, but that shit is fucking delicious.
And because I was there, they had the Impossible Burger there.
Oh shit!
And I'm not gonna go there and just order the Impossible Burger and like not get their fucking patty because, I mean, come on, Slaters. I'm gonna get the 50-50 patty.
There you go.
So I ordered like their Impossible Burger on the side.
All right.
And so I tried it out. And it's pretty close.
All
right.
right.
I'll be honest with you, it's pretty close.
All right.
And the texture is very close. There's a
so wait, what is
Impossible is vegan or something, right?
Yeah, it's made out of all vegetable, stuff. So,
but it isn't it like leak juices like a burger would.
Yeah, it's juicy. The texture is almost spot on, but there's like this kind of a weird.
We talking about crazy pussy or?
There's still a little bit of like you can tell where it's like this isn't quite meat aftertaste.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I think it's funny how vegans are they try so hard to like get you to eat plants only, but it's like you never see any fucking meat eater be like, yo, I'm gonna make this carrot out of just beef, but it tastes just like carrot. I guarantee you it's just like carrot. Nobody fucking does that shit.
Nope.
You know what I mean? Like, you just be fine with whatever the fuck you got. You know what I mean?
Eat your lettuce.
Just call it what it is. It's mushed up fucking plants. You know what I mean? That's what it is, mushed up plants. But
you know what? Sorry, jump in real quick. The craziest thing I've ever seen somebody make is a fucking meat cake. It was at Ashisha's birthday thing. Yep. This dude made a fucking cake out of fucking meat. It was like
potatoes.
Yeah, it was fucking. It was like a layer. It was basically what's it called?
Meatloaf.
Meatloaf. It's a layer of meatloaf with mashed potatoes in the middle, with another fucking meatloaf with mashed potatoes on there, and then it was like caked with fucking mashed potatoes on the side, and it was so fucking good. And like it had like peas and stuff on the top for dressing and everything.
This is sorry, I guess we're at war right now.
I was about to say, is 9/11 happening? Are you at the fort?
That plane dropping.
I think that was the same party where Ashish did the what was it, the flaming towers or something like that?
Oh yeah,
where he did like it was like this 9/11 drink or some shit where you like
created.
You took these two like shots and then you lit them on fire and then he lit his hand on fire.
Yeah, that shit was fucking funny.
So fucking funny.
30-degree burns and shit.
Anyway,
go ahead.
Back to my motherfucking vacation. So yeah, we hung out with our families and stuff. Had a great time, and then we drove up to. Well, the plan was we were supposed to get an Embassy Suites room in Glendale, and I went through like my job to get these fucking tickets, right?
Yeah.
And so 2 days before we're supposed to stay in the fucking hotel, I get an email that they're overbooked. I'm like, motherfucker, I booked this 2 weeks ago. You're telling me 2 days before? Like, I'm already on my vacation, bitch.
Yeah.
And so, like, they emailed me, like, kind of, like, late in the day, so I called them back in the morning, and they were like, yeah, it's, you know, it's overbooked, or maybe it's the price change or something like that. So they checked for the price change. It wasn't that. Wouldn't go through. So I'm like, all right, well, find me something comparable around that area, you know, because I'm going to Universal Studios. I need 2 rooms, because I have a baby, and I have a teenager, and somebody needs privacy.
Yep.
So they couldn't find me anything.
The fuck?
So I'm like, what the fuck?
This is in LA County, man.
Yeah.
What is this Easter weekend too? So like finding a hotel.
That wasn't Easter weekend.
This is after Easter.
It's after Easter weekend.
Oh, okay, never mind then.
Yeah.
Well,
It's spring break, but still, no fucking excuse. And I'll tell you why in a minute. All right, so I go online. I'm looking up shit. I find this place called the Los Angeles Furnished Apartments. I'm like, all right, this is a reasonable price. It was like $220 a night. Like, given it's LA, it's reasonable. So I didn't look like exactly where the fuck it was, because I don't know shit about LA except for I fucking hate LA. I fucking hate LA. I fucking hate LA. All right. So we drive down to this fucking place, right? And we're driving down. I'm like, all right, it's not looking too good around this area. You know, it's like looking a little ghetto.
Little Compton?
I try to get to like, and I called them to see like how the fuck do I get in the place.
Yeah.
And apparently there's like, it's a series of key codes I got to do. All right. Okay. So, and the fucked up part is that when you look at the picture of the place, the actual apartment from the picture that they showed didn't look that bad. But then they show the outside, and it shows like, it's literally, you know, a chic shoe place.
Yep.
They show a picture of like chic, like the shoe place.
Yep.
So I'm like, okay, maybe it's just above that, you know? So I'm like, all right, whatever, you know. So I find the chic shoe. I had to go around the block twice because there was like hardly any parking, even though it said there's free parking and quote unquote free valet parking. That shit didn't fucking exist. Anyway, so I find parking literally like right by the door of where we're supposed to go.
All right.
So I get there, I get the key code to the first door, the key code to my actual apartment.
Yep.
And as soon as we pull up, Kevin's like, I don't feel fucking safe. Like, I don't know if we're gonna stay here.
Was it the gangbangers that tipped her off?
Yeah, pretty much. It was fucking ghetto. You know, if it wasn't ghetto, it was like pretty close to fucking.
Was she wearing like all red or all blue?
No,
she watched like colors. Or?
Yeah. But you know, we get inside.
Jerry curl dripping.
We get in this apartment, and I thought they would have like a pull-out couch. There's not a pull-out couch. It's like basically like it's a 1-bedroom apartment. There's not enough towels for what I needed for like what I specified and like the how many people are staying with us. Mm-hmm. And then K-Max just like, we can't stay here. And as we walked upstairs, and I could hear people like talking in other apartments, and then they were kind of loud, and I was just like, what the fuck?
Plotting. And
then like downstairs, like there was like a party or some shit going on. It was like fucking 8 or 9. I'm just like, this ain't gonna get any better. Mm-mm. And this is like after we already had to deal with like changing the schedule with our toddler, which is fucking horrible, by the way. If you travel with a toddler, you change the sleeping schedule, it gets fucking really bad. So K-Max like, we can't fucking stay here. Like, we can't stay here. So I'm like, all right, fine. So I'm like, I call a place up. I'm like, I call Orbitz, not the fucking actual place. So I'm like, we can't fucking stay here. Like, I need you guys to change my fucking shit. And he's like, all right, we'll look for, something for you. And so I'm trying to get this guy to, like, look something up for me. But it's like 30 minutes I'm on the phone, like, driving away from the fucking ghetto. And he can't find, like, I'm trying to, he told me the name of a hotel. But I'm like, okay, what city is it in? He's like, sir, I don't understand what you mean. I'm like, well, what city is the place that you tell me? Where the fuck's it at? Is it in LA? Is it in Glendale? Is it fucking, where is it? And he's like, I don't get what you're saying. I'm like, all right, can you just fucking cancel my shit? And then he's like, all right, it's gonna cost you $100 to cancel, because it was like the same day. I was like, I don't care, just cancel it and refund me the rest. And so they did that, and then like literally, I'm like googling around like a hotel, and there's fucking Embassy Suites at LAX. Imagine that shit. That's not far from fucking Glendale.
Yeah.
and I get a hotel room that's reasonable. It's actually almost the exact same cost as my fucking ghetto apartment that I fucked up and got. And and that was just, like the start of my, well, not the start, but like part of my journey. But yeah, it was fucked up.
I pictured Lonzo from Training Day when he went to see his girlfriend. You know what I mean?
Oh,
in that one apartment complex. That's what I picture.
He walked up with the paper. I got a warrant.
Yeah.
Had the Chinese food menu.
This is the best part. As I was leaving that ghetto fucking apartment place, as I'm on the phone with the Orbitz guy, KMX like, we should just probably leave the area. I'm like, hold on, just let me try to figure this out. And as I'm on the phone, KMX doesn't see this, right? Because I'm looking at my rearview mirror. And I see this guy who's looking at us because there's like very few parking spots. He's looking at us because my car is on. Looks at us and he goes to turn around to come back. And he backs into a fucking car, hits it, bam! and just fucking takes off. I'm like, yep, later. I just fucking left. I was like, all right.
God damn.
Because I'm driving a fucking BMW X5.
Yeah,
like, I don't want somebody to fuck in my car. You know what I mean?
Fuck that.
Kept rolling.
Yeah.
All bad.
God damn.
But we ended up going to Universal Studios and
Potter World.
yeah, that shit was dope. Harry Potter World is worth it alone. They need to make a standalone
Nice.
fucking Wizarding World. That was the best shit. You know, we spent the most time there because they had like Simpsons Land and Jurassic World or whatever the fuck. But we just ended up going back to fucking the Harry Potter Land or whatever. I don't know how the fuck you did it, but it's fucking amazing. Everything looks like fucking Harry Potter. They have people dressed up like you know, like they're from fucking Hogwarts and shit.
Nice.
They've got food that was on point. They've got fucking... You can even buy wands where when you do shit, it does stuff with like the environment.
Oh, shit.
That shit's dope.
Yeah.
I went on like one of the best roller coasters probably in my entire fucking life.
For, like, Potter-themed roller coaster?
Yeah, it was a Harry Potter themed roller coaster where like you sit down in this chair and like it pulls you to like the side. And it's like they're probably call it like a 5 or 6 or 80 fucking dimension goddamn thing, but I'll believe it. Fuck it, why not? Because once you get into it, you're sitting there, and they have like the first thing you have is like this like dome screen, so you can't really see anything around you except for like what's in front of you. And then like, but the roller coaster is still like moving around, but so is a screen. So it's like everything that's happening with you and the screen is like super magnified.
All
So
right.
you feel like you're fucking flying, like legit fucking flying.
Goddamn.
And so you're flying through all this shit. And then all of a sudden there's a fucking dragon, and the dragon fucking breathes fire on you and shit, and you feel it's hot. And then you go to this one spot where there's like fucking spiders and shit, and they fucking spit at you, and there's fucking water in your face.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, it's
You sure that wasn't nut?
yeah, it's fucking crazy. But
They got Bonnie Rotten backstage.
yeah, I wanted that ride twice because should I give her a nickname? No, I don't give her a nickname. Sai.
Okay.
So Sai had a stroller for her youngest, and the fucking sunshade thing was fucked up.
Yeah.
You know how Sai gets.
Uh-oh.
All right, you know she gets mad.
Yep.
She
All
goes
right.
hood.
Yeah, she goes fucking hood right away.
She goes Richmond Hood.
Yeah, she doesn't pass fucking go. All right, and so we end up getting like fucking free like skip the line passes for sure.
God damn.
Yeah, because she got fucking angry. Because first she went to a place where she was like, this thing isn't like covering up his face because it's broke, and like, oh, you got to go back to the front of the park to get that exchange. She was like, no, and she was like, ma'am, you gotta go to the front. And she was like, no. She's like, you're gonna bring one here now. And then
Let me tell you in Spanish.
yeah, and it took like fucking 30 minutes to fucking get that shit.
Nice.
And then she was like, you know what you're gonna do is, you know, she got us fucking free passes and
I
shit.
love that.
And it's funny because I guess she was having like spouts of vertigo or whatever, so she couldn't even go on the fucking rides. But
Don't matter.
yeah, so we used it. And
That's awesome.
She was amazing.
That's fucking dope, man. I need to go to fucking Potter World, man.
Dude,
Yeah, Potter was dope.
Psy, oh my god! Like the one time I went to the hot pot place near around here.
yeah.
Holy shit! Like I was saying sorry for shit that I wouldn't even do it. Like she went off on the fucking hostess, and like she was going like hard off on her, and I felt so bad for that girl, and I was like, you know what, we can just wait. Like you know, it's cool. But Psy was like, no,
Fuck
I need
that.
a motherfucking table right motherfucking now, or I'm blowing up this motherfucking place. Psy is no fucking joke.
I love it.
But she's like the sweetest person at times too.
Oh, yeah. Real quick to switch gears on you, Kronos, you have not seen Legion yet?
No, I don't have time, man.
No worries at all. We will
Not
save
seen
that. I'm going to just say this. I still maintain this is the best comic book show on fucking television. Better than anything on CW, ABC, and even Netflix for me.
And the funny thing is like, I think I had to convince you guys to watch it, right?
You did?
Yeah, because like I watched it and it's like I keep telling everybody, if you don't like the show, you're probably not fucking paying attention.
Yep.
And it's super easy. You cannot watch this fucking show on your phone.
Yeah.
No.
Like you can't. And there's-
You got to pay attention for sure. And you want to pay attention because it's visually like a movie. It's fucking stunning from a cinematography standpoint. The colors and weird angle. It's psychedelic. It makes you feel like you're fucking high as hell.
Well, even just watching like the commercials, because I actually didn't see commercials originally for the first season, but the one for season 2 is fucking trippy. Like the one dude who's in the coffin and he's just like laying there and his teeth are like chattering and shit. Like, what the fuck is this going on?
It's such a fucking good show.
Yeah, and it's truly X-Men universe. So, you know, there's no excuse for some of the mismatched movies when you have this high quality TV show that shits on a lot of the movies. You know what I mean? For the X-Men movies. which some of them I liked, but this is just great. Anyway, we'll save it for next week.
Yeah. I'll definitely watch it over the week, and then I also want to catch up on Krypton. So I only watched the first episode.
Yeah,
I'll watch the rest this week. I want to watch the first one with K-Mac and then see if she likes it.
Yeah,
and then just charge.
I gotta watch Krypton again, not high or drunk.
Yeah. I got a message for John though from Love and Warren John So, right?
Yeah.
What in the fuck did you recommend with this magical girl or
me? That was him.
That's what I'm saying for John.
I was gonna say, you looking at me? I'm like, yo.
Okay, you know I'm food friendly.
Did you watch the whole episode?
I watched the whole episode.
Okay.
You know I'm food friendly. I've been consistent on food friendliness all this time on the mic. Never been lying about that.
Why you half stepping now, though, bro?
This is a weird show, man. It's like a slice of life anime, and then at the very end, I'm gonna give it fucking away. I don't give a fuck. You got a girl that transforms into just a dude in a dress, like, and that's
It's not even like, was it ramen and a half or anything?
No, I'll be honest with you. The show was total bullshit up until the end, and I was like, you know what? Now I gotta watch episode 2. Honestly, you gotta watch episode 2. But I haven't watched it yet, but I'm gonna watch it.
big yoke dude at the end in the dress. I'm like, but this was a 15-year-old girl. What happened?
I think I have seen part of it. Isn't there like a scene where two girls are like arguing with each other and they just keep getting manlier and manlier between the two of them?
No.
That's a different food anime.
Yeah.
But yeah, this one only has a couple episodes out. We'll see what happens, but yeah,
I'm gonna watch episode 2 because apparently episode 2 has 5 out of 5 stars.
Really?
Yeah.
Holy fuck!
And I think the only reason why, because episode 1 has like 4.5 out of 5.
Yeah.
And I think it's only because of the end. Because the end, you're just like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I can't find nowhere.
Like seriously, like what the fuck?
And I wasn't loving it before that twist either.
Oh no, that's why I said gotta watch it. Like up until the end, the show was total fucking garbage.
Yeah.
Like maybe 1.5 out of. I'll give it a fucking 0.
Yeah.
I'll give it a fucking 0.
Yep.
And then at the end, I was like, oh. Okay, I get it. All right.
And I mean, here's the thing. I kind of prefer, at least mostly, like the action-oriented anime. Sometimes I like, Food Wars was fun because of its comedic stuff and the bare-chested, but this one was just kind of boring, run-of-the-mill teenage girl in Japan. I was like, there's nothing special about this. And then, anyway. We'll fucking see. I will say this. Another one Kronos recommended. This one Kronos did recommend. Sword Guy. I'm only a couple episodes in. I like it. Demon swords, great legend, you know what I mean? Lots of killing.
Yeah, I only watched like one and a half episode. It was basically, I gotta remember, it was like, what was a mix of? It was like a mix of Junior Tyson, which is Zodiac War, mixed with like some fucking sword shit.
Yeah, any kind of sword shit.
Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah.
Like at least the first 1.5 were fun.
I'm down with it. I'll definitely finish it off.
Netflix.
Yeah, Netflix
original.
Anime. Yeah, so Netflix has been killing it on there quite a fucking bit.
Do you guys happen to check out on April Fool's Day, Adult Swim had aired Furukudu Alternative?
No.
And I have actually recorded it. I started watching it, and it was fucking entertaining. But
tell people what that is, though.
So Furukudu, it's like this.
Isn't it Fooly Cooly?
That's how you pronounce it
in English.
Yeah,
well, I like how you said that. Like, yeah, that's how you pronounce it. But
no,
but I'm gonna call it
no because it's FLCL, but in Japanese it's Fulu Kulu.
Okay.
And
tell people what it is.
So
you say arigato like we say arigato. I got it. It's all good.
But you can say Fooly Cooly is basically the English translation of it. But apparently Netflix had Adult Swim had like it looks like it was an April Fool prank, but when I watched the episode, I thought it was like a whole new fucking series that they were releasing again. Like it was gonna be like a sequel to the show.
I saw the commercial for it. I thought so too.
Yeah, and I'm looking online now, and it's saying like it was an April Fool joke, but now I'm thinking like maybe it was a show that's actually gonna come to theaters September 7th this year. So, maybe? I mean, what I saw looked fucking good, but the thing that was crazy about it is that like I didn't know it was airing. I just happened to be flipping through the channels, and it was midnight, and it came on. I was like, oh shit, this is like they have the same characters, like the cool chick that rides around on the fucking motorcycle, and with the guy with the guitar where she like hits him in the head and the fucking shit popped out of his head and shit like that. But Furukudu is like a crazy ass fucking anime. Like if you like what's the one with the chick with the sword or with the scissors?
Oh,
Kill
la
Kill. If you like that animation style, like this is before that.
Okay. Yeah, I was gonna say that's how it looked to me. It was like, is it by? I don't know if it's by Trigger or not, but Trigger Studios.
It doesn't say.
Okay, because it looked like familiar to like Trigger.
But yeah,
which also does
Darling in the Franxx.
Darling in the Franxx was just fucking dope, like heroin.
Love it.
But I'm looking online now, and that's actually there's 6 episodes that are a sequel to the original anime. So I guess this is an actual real thing.
Good shit.
And yeah.
Stitch, let's get you in here. I've fallen way off of The Walking Dead. Are you here to tell me that it's gotten better?
I was hanging on by a thread in terms of just being completely done with Walking Dead. I've sort of it got repetitive.
Boring.
Just Morgan being a fucking bitch. Jesus being fucking bitch, and just it's just the same sort of recycled.
What the fuck is Jesus? I'm like 2 episodes behind. Did he come back finally? I mean,
yeah, he's back. Well, I don't know.
And what happened to fucking Dre?
yeah, Dre's been like gone.
Dre's been gone for a good hot minute.
Forgot about Dre.
But just
You ain't supposed to forget about Dre.
They're gonna have Eminem's gonna come. Yeah. There's gonna be some like white kid with fucking blonde hair, dyed blonde hair.
But I was just sort of really getting really bored with the season and just all the characters in general. Just like, all right, I'm tired of this whole Negan plot. Let's keep it moving. Give me something new. Give me something fresh. The last episode I really dug. Rick does some pretty cold, badass shit, and I'm just like, oh yes, that's what I'm talking about and everything. I mean, I don't want to spoil it, but it was a nice.
I saw pictures and videos of it.
Sort of stood up in my seat. I was like, oh shit, okay. Yeah. So I was pretty excited about that. It was a nice. Got me sort of excited about everything going on. I think there's only maybe 2 more episodes left this season, maybe 2 or 3.
Is this the final goddamn season or not?
No. They gonna milk this fucking dry.
Goddamn.
Yeah, because the helicopter appears again.
Okay.
The helicopter that we see once every like 3 years.
Thanks for the spoiler.
Well, that's not the spoiler. But I mean, we know that the helicopter randomly appears, but you sort of just forget about it.
Yep.
We've seen it in maybe season 2, and then we'll see it once in season 6. Don't mention anything about it, but Negan sees the helicopter now, so I'm like, okay, I know it's not just like Rick hallucinating because he's on the verge of dying or some crazy shit. But yeah, so I don't know if they're ever gonna talk about it or if they're just constantly putting that carrot out in front of our faces to keep us interested. I mean, I've read that it's lost a lot of viewership.
Is the helicopter in the comic?
Oh fuck! They don't talk about. It's not a big plot point.
Oh, okay.
If it is, it might get mentioned slight or shown, but I don't think it. Nah.
I'm not saying she's like this, in terms of her true personality, but you got Okoye's in both Black Panther and Infinity War. You got a bona fide, movie star.
They've nerfed her a lot.
Okay.
I mean, Michonne's.
I love Michonne.
She came on the show as badass.
She was nerfed for a reason though, because she got fucked up, so that's why she was out basically half the season.
Yeah, but I'm just saying in terms of being able to afford to have her on indefinitely when people want to see her in the MCU. You know what I mean? On a go forward basis too.
Yeah, but they're not gonna.
We don't see. She hasn't gotten that much FaceTime this season, and she's been sort of house mom-ish.
Well, 2 points though about what you're talking about though is with her is that they didn't know that that the movie was gonna blow up like that, right? And second of all. To make a movie, it takes less time than how many episodes they've made of The Walking Dead.
Takes less time. How long? Well, you're probably filming for 3 to 6 months, right? From the movie.
Well, yeah, but they're filming
for 14. Let's say it's an hour. You're getting 14 hours worth of screen time if there's 14 episodes in a season. Movie is 2.5.
Okay.
So you're filming for a long time.
Yeah. Okay.
To make a season worth of shit.
I would just think that she would also want to do movies too. You know what I mean?
Well, I think eventually she will, but obviously she didn't know that it was going to blow up like that. Nobody knew. We hoped.
Yeah.
But nobody knew it was going to blow up like this.
Not like this, but just being an MCU movie, we knew it was going to do well. We didn't know 1.4 billion, one of the highest grossing of all time. But
but what other ancillary character in a movie is that well beloved, like in an MCU movie?
For her character, I got you. Yeah, okay, rather than
she's not the main character.
Yeah. I get that. But here we are. New reality now for her. I'm just saying, and
it'll be a point when I guess contract negotiations come up. If they do, I don't know who's getting paid what on The Walking Dead. It'll be interesting because I'm sure she can demand a little bit more because she's now prize
chicken.
Yeah, Andrew Lincoln's still Andrew Lincoln, but I think she's by far more of an interesting character and a better actress than Daryl. Daryl's just one note. We haven't had a storyline with Daryl since what's her name, Beth. That was That's the last time
this is true.
He's at any sort of plot point.
This is true.
But people are just obsessed. Oh, Daryl. Like, what's he? He's not bringing anything to the show.
What's he done?
Except that he's just scowl and just try to be a rebel badass. And it's like, it doesn't do anything for me.
Got a fucking motorcycle and jacket jacked from him.
Yeah, but So it was a nice episode. But I mean, they don't seem to be trying to wind down on anything.
So you're lukewarm on people need to catch the fuck up right now.
You can watch at your own leisure.
All right. Goddamn.
You want to talk about some comics, or you want to start wrapping it up into the B&B question?
Let's get to this B&B, and we'll save it for next week.
Because we have two B&B.
All right, let's do them.
Derek has one too. You want to do his first, or you want to do VZA's first?
Which one?
We'll do VZA's first, because he already asked. And we were supposed to answer like a couple weeks ago. So, what is the origin of our aliases? That's a great question.
Go ahead.
So,
start it off.
I'll start it off. So, my nickname of Cronus, it comes from the Greek god Cronus, god of time. Also, the father of all the Greek gods, with the mother was Gaia, right? So I used to be huge in Greek mythology, and I was fast as fuck when I was a kid. I actually broke a school record when I was in high school. So, yeah, that's why. I'm fast. Or was fast. Now I'm old.
Them knees. What you got?
I used to just hate all Disney movies just in general. Didn't like any of them until Lilo and Stitch. Wow. I thought Stitch was the best fucking animated character I'd seen in fucking forever. So I just sort of went with that. He's funny. He's hilarious. He's not really good at swimming. I can swim. I'm not a strong swimmer. So I just found myself relating a lot to Stitch and everything. And it's just a really good movie. It always makes me smile.
Do you remember the commercials for Lilo and Stitch? Like, they would show, like, Disney... And, like, there would be, like, one with Aladdin and Jasmine flying on the carpet. And then he'll come in with a fucking ship and, like...
Yeah.
Me, like, playing, like, the fucking old school Mexican music and shit. And, like, drive off. And they're like, what the fuck was that?
Yeah.
For me, I've always loved horror. So you get the Cthulhu stuff. I like the whole lore with that. And then Prodigy, because I love fucking Mobb Deep.
It's not because you hate the Negroes?
Like exactly.
We had that question before.
I know. And I've answered that a few times.
Question, no?
Yeah, no, I don't mind. Yeah. I don't mind it. But just the horror stuff and Mobb Deep. Shout out to Prodigy.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
And then for my name, Blue, it's actually, it's my name. I'm like the only original person that uses my actual name on this podcast. I mean, I'll joke around and actually say my real name, but Blue's actually my dad's last name.
And we all know oldest ninja in the world is Old Ninja.
Yeah, he's just old.
He's just old as fuck.
He's old and he's a ninja.
Yeah.
Somebody asked, like, where was Old Ninja this week? And I said we had to toss it back in the Lazarus Pit.
Oh,
Resurrection.
It's getting a little crusty.
Yeah. It smells a little weird. When you're still old,
Like a crypt keeper and shit.
What's this number 2?
Number 2 is, who is our favorite 90s porn star? That's a weird question, because for me,
I don't know any.
There's a couple of things. So, in the 90s, yes, obviously I watched porn. But I was a weird kid, because I knew about the internet, and I was on the internet well before like most people were. I looked up a lot of like internet porn, and back then it wasn't porn stars.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I believe Aria Giovanni was still in the 90s.
That's a good one.
And so for me, that chick was the shit.
My issue was I watched on VHS older movies in the 90s.
That was another thing too. Yeah.
So I'm still going to say throughout all of the 90s, I was still watching Vanessa Del Rio.
Wow.
Get fucked and whatnot. Yeah. And not really realizing how old those were. You know what I mean? Because they had them recorded on some VHS bullshit. And anything on Skinamax. Go ahead.
It was 90s, right?
Yeah. He looking something up.
I know. I had to make sure because it's sort of a blur. But I really enjoyed Stephanie Swift. She was a porn star I really liked. And then, Anna Nicole Smith was just...
Oh, man. Well, she was a playmate. Was she porn, though?
She wasn't a porn... Well, until...
that was... anything. I've seen tits on there. That's amazing.
Yeah, that's all you need.
Yeah.
At that age, man...
it didn't take much.
Anna Nicole.
Yeah, and I was just watching through blurred fucking TV lines trying to make out titties.
Oh, yeah. That was the best. It was the best but the worst. Now, it's too easy to fucking look at porn now.
Yeah, man.
Oh, yeah. You can type in porn on the fucking computer right now and get porn.
Yep.
And it's super easy to get a fetish in porn right now. And I think, especially with kids, it's not healthy. With adults, it's kind of okay. But with kids, it's like, There's too many fucking options. Like, you can get real specific, and then, like, when you're a kid, you look up that shit, you get stuck on that shit for the rest of your life, and then you're a fucking freak.
Well, I was going to say, like, back in the 90s, I don't think I was really big into porn, but I was into fucking hentai like a motherfucker.
All right.
Like what? Fucking, like, little blue girls, fucking, like, Street Fighter, like, the uncensored version where the fight scene was Chun-Li and man, that pause button was on fucking lock. I was like, oh, shit, that's a crock shot.
Yep, them thighs.
What other anime? Like, there was another
Magic City? Come on now.
Magic City.
Or not, Wicked City, my bad.
Yeah, Wicked City. There was,
Magic City was a strip club.
what's the, fucking cool, not Cool Running. What's the,
Cool Runnings?
Not, it's the one where...
Showgirls?
No, not Showgirls. Fuck, that movie was gross.
It
was,
We should do a segment on what is Blue thinking.
It was the one with Brad Pitt where he played like a live action character.
Cool World.
Cool World. I don't know, like that scene where the dude was fucking a cartoon character. I was like, why can I not be me?
Yep.
But dude, like I was big into hentai back then.
Good shit. All right, let's wrap this up, goddammit. What we got populating? Blue, what you got populating this weekend?
Well, we all know what we're gonna be doing. Silicon Valley Comic Con is this week. We went to day one today. We just pretty much hung around and did the interview. They didn't open until like 5, which is kind of crazy, but it was definitely still kind of fun. Tomorrow, just checking out some cosplays. Hopefully, get some pictures. Which actually, I feel like it's gonna be really hard because it's raining here in California right now, and a lot of people who do cosplays they actually stay on the out. Well, at least most of them stay on the outside. So
For this con, yeah.
For this con, but it's actually hard to take pictures on the inside just because there's always so many people around and trying to find room and backing up and taking pictures. So this might be a very low photo op con that I'll do, but I'm doing that, and then hopefully I'm gonna see if the Sweetness wants to go on Sunday and check out the con because she's never checked out one before. She went to Crunchyroll last year with me, and that was cool, but it was the smaller event, so I wanted her to see something a little bit bigger.
Should have taken her to WonderCon, man. She would have loved it.
Well, she had to work. And it was kind of last minute because I forgot about WonderCon.
Kronos, what you got?
Yeah.
Just getting back.
Yeah. Still trying to fucking think about stuff. But yeah, going to Silicon Valley Comic Con again tomorrow. Wild Alb. You're like super secretive. I know you're going to the fucking con. All right, you were there today. So if you go tomorrow, meet up with us. All right, let's get some pictures together. Meet in person if we haven't already. I feel like we've met you already.
Wait, who?
But we just don't fucking know. Wild Alb. He's always in the fucking chat room.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And he never tells, like, I don't know who the fuck he is. But he's in the bay. He's in the bay.
Meet up. Let's
you know
do
what I mean?
it.
I know he's going, so let's meet up tomorrow.
This reminds me of like some Assassin's Creed type shit where he knows who we are.
Yeah, we don't know who the fuck he is.
He's just walking around the crowd. He's gonna just shank us one by one, and just blend into the thing.
Yeah, because there's a couple of guys that I know that listen to the podcast that are always at our panels, but I'm not sure if that's him or not.
Yeah,
so
we'll
I guess
see.
we'll find out. If you meet us tomorrow.
I have an idea who I think it is, but
I have an idea too.
Okay.
Yeah, but I don't know. So I guess we'll find out tomorrow if you find us, or just send us messages on Twitter or where the fuck you know how to find fucking find us, man. So send us a message. We'll meet up with you. Guaranteed.
Get a beer or something.
Yeah, grab beer.
Wait, I'm gonna grab the wheel real quick. So I'm gonna jump in real quick. So King.com, they're actually selling. So they're closing up shop at the Armory in San Francisco, and starting today, you can buy stuff from the Armory. So like you can buy like pictures and artwork and stuff like that.
Dildos?
Really?
Anything that's fucking King.com, you can buy it there, and it's on sale right now. I saw it on the news this morning, and they were talking about it.
Are they still going to do? Because I know they were talking about doing that for a long time, but they're still going to own the building and do like public events there, but just not porn anymore, right?
Well, I know the person who owns the building is selling it. So I'm not sure what's exactly going to happen with it, but yeah, they were mentioning on the news today. So if you're in the Kink VR, definitely go check out the Armory and buy some cool shit.
I'm gonna keep it 100 right now. Kink.com, the Armory, that place is it's the fucking shit. And they had like stuff to do there. Like you can go there and like get a tour. You can go there and get like
blowjob.
Well, yeah. Well, actually, you could.
Yeah.
Like if you sign up to be like a porn star and do it on fucking film, you fucking get a blowjob.
There you go.
So
I don't know if I can do that.
It was really cool because they had classes and stuff on like how to
got married,
how to do like BDSM and all kind of other crazy shit. It's a shame that they're closing down that shop because I know it's a historical building and stuff like that. I hope they open up somewhere else and do like a similar type of thing because I think it's important for the world
There you
You know
go.
what I mean? Let your kink flag fly.
Yes.
Sexual positivity.
Can you guys hear the rain? Like, if you're listening to it right now, can you hear the rain in the
don't.
background? Because, goddamn, it's loud as fuck out here.
It is.
It's raining like crazy here in Cali.
Yeah. I don't think they can, though.
done. Stitch, what you got?
Obviously going to the con, doing that whole thing, and be excited. I actually bought another pop figure, so I'm up to 3. I'm slowly keeping myself arm's distance, becoming a pop collectible fiend.
A pop head.
It's gonna happen.
It's hard not to.
gonna happen.
So I got me the Iron Spider one, which was pretty awesome.
Nice.
And then I actually got me a little Lego Spider-Man figure,
Good
which
shit.
was pretty cool. Just a little thing. I'm not gonna do a little adventure thing, but I thought it was pretty cool. This one's got like a web thing for Spider-Man, which I thought was pretty awesome. I try to hang it from my rear view and everything. Other than that, definitely plan on playing some Far Cry. Want to try to beast mode on that. I don't know if I'll be able to make progress as much as I want to on a weekend, because obviously we got the con stuff going on. Yesterday I went to my first baseball game of the season. Me and Old Ninja went. It was fun. I got to see Ricky Henderson.
Nice.
Ricky Henderson is I love Ricky Henderson.
Oh, them too.
He is the most egotistical person possibly alive.
Yes.
First of all, for those that aren't really baseball fans, the field is Ricky Henderson Field.
Yes.
He's in the A's dugout, and they're playing highlights of him, and he comes up to the steps, and he's looking at highlights of himself at his stadium, just like smiling and laughing. And I'm just like, and he's in the Hall of Fame, like, there's no humility about him. He knows he's fucking Ricky Henderson.
Bruh, if that was you, though, wouldn't you do the same thing? Like, how? When I was young.
We have to talk about some Ricky Henderson stories, because there's a whole plethora of hilarious Ricky Henderson stories where he just always talks about himself in the third person. Yep. He'll just tell these crazy stories about.
Real quick, for those who don't know, the Yeezy of baseball. That's what he was.
Honestly, when
That's what
I was young and I played baseball, and I didn't even like baseball. I just want to fucking steal bases to be like Ricky Henderson.
Yeah.
And I led the league in fucking stolen bases when I played fucking baseball. Only because I love the way he was so fucking fast.
He breaks the stolen base record. This is just one of the many stories, but picks up third base out of the fucking ground in the middle of the game. And then they bring him the thing. He's like, I am the greatest of all time. Or whatever. I'm just like, God damn. This is just Ricky being Ricky. And he's just like, and I yell out because I recognize him, because he's, like Chrono said, childhood idol. Like, he's the reason number 24, him and King Griffey Jr., reason why number 24 is my favorite number.
Yep.
And I'm like, Ricky! And he turned around. He's like, I know. That's me.
I know you know that I know.
Yeah, it was great. I was just dying laughing. So that was a good ass time.
That's funny.
And then other than that, probably try to hit up a couple new breweries and everything, and try to just sort of progressively go through and knock out some.
There's one in San Jose somebody recommended me. It's called Golden Gate Brewery or Golden Brewery.
I thought you said Golden Gay. I was like,
Golden Shower.
Road?
Golden Shower.
All right.
No, it's Golden something.
All right.
Golden
Shower.
You keep looking for that, bro.
Yeah, other than that,
Is
I
it
think that's about
It's
it.
by R. Kelly. It's Golden Shower.
Yeah.
Lilo's watching Runaways. She loves it.
I need to watch
highly
that.
recommend. Good
Still
show.
need to watch that. I want to get a Better Than MJ in maybe next week. I don't know. We'll try to get it in. And I'm probably going to go on Sunday to Silicon Valley Con and playing much more Far Cry 5. So hopefully I'll progress in that shit. Thank y'all for everybody joining us on a Friday. Goddamn it, we appreciate that love.
The show ain't being canceled. We just decided to do a Friday this week.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, we
make it
can't.
Wednesday.
We've only missed a week once,
Yeah.
and hopefully it will never happen again.
Exactly.
So,
Back to Wednesdays next week.
yeah.
So yeah, it was Golden State Brewery.
Please.
Santa Clara.
Please check us out on iTunes. Rate us. Like, literally go rate us. You know where we're at on Twitter and
5 stars.
Instagram and
All
all
around.
that stuff. Look out for some cosplay pics and a whole bunch of fun stuff.
Yeah.
Interviews coming your way.
Oh yeah, it's straight gold. Snap to Slim Jim.
Since the splitting of the atom only a few decades ago, and through his God-given genius of science, man, at last, has succeeded in penetrating further and further into the
I'm so tired. I feel like I'm gonna go back in time.
Yet many questions remain.
I just said that on the recording. I'm gonna go.
cigar night.
Yeah, we're gonna do a cigar night. Wait, we don't have the exact date. It's gonna be the 21st or the 20th of
21st. April.
April. Yeah.